Most wanted man in Florida is waking up in a hospital this morning. Police captured Markeith Loyd Tuesday night in Orlando. The chief says he resisted arrest and he's now being treated for minor injuries.
Yeah, they always resist arrest, don't they? I don't know how you'd resist an arrest from 150 people
Before they haul him off to jail. ABC Action News anchor Lindsay Logue has been following developments from Orlando. She joins us live now with details on the arrest and also what is next in this case. Good morning, Lindsay.
Dia, good morning to you. And he'd been on the run for 9 days since the shooting.
The most wanted man in Florida is waking up in a hospital this morning. Police captured Markeith Loyd Tuesday night in Orlando. The chief says he resisted arrest and he's now being treated for minor injuries before they haul him off to jail. ABC.
Minor injuries. His entire 6'5" frame is in one big bandage. Should he be discharged? I mean, he's lost an eye. Fucking minor injuries. Minor injuries.
Action News anchor Lindsay Logue has been following developments from Orlando. She joins us live now.
But yeah, what did he do? He killed a cop, and not just any cop, an angel cop. Just this, like, beacon of light cop, apparently. Someone who really got into it to make a difference. You know, some cops just like to tell people what to do, let's be honest. But this one, Deborah Clayton, really wanted to make a difference. Golden cop, just gunned her down. Why did he do that? Well, he was already on the run for a murder, an attempted murder after shooting up his girlfriend's house, pregnant girlfriend's house. Really stunning young woman called Sade Dixon, who was pregnant, so they both died. Her brother got shot, just shot up the whole house. Can't actually remember why he did that. I think it was because she was smoking weed. And he said, that's bad for the baby. So he came round and shot up the house. What? Hey, I told you not to be smoking weed when you're pregnant. That's bad for the baby. And to really prove my point, what I'm going to do is come round. You want to see the gun that he showed up with? It's one of these ones, handgun, what do you call it? Semi-automatic, or what is it? No, I don't know. It's the kind with a clip, but it's not a clip because it's this big round thing with lots of bullets in it. You know, I just shot up the house. So yeah, don't smoke weed when you're pregnant. I think that was the main issue. Then he was on the run, and for about a month, and he was in a Walmart because he'd run out of food really early in the morning, and someone recognized him, and they informed a police officer who was outside, who called in for backup, but approached Markeith Lloyd, and then he just shot her, and then came back and stood over her body and emptied the clip into her chest. I mean, and another cop who was on the way to help on a motorcycle died because they crashed. I mean, it's about as bad as a position that you could possibly be in when you're about to have your entire life dictated by the Orlando PD. Okay? You know, you're going in with a bad rep. You're not starting from a strong place at all. No. Yeah, just Suze. He's being treated for minor injuries right now. You know, just minor injuries. Like losing his eye. Actually, I don't think they've taken his eye out yet, but they will at some point. So let's have a look what else is in this little clip, and then we'll go to his interrogation, because it's one of a kind. It's definitely one of a kind.
Now with details on the arrest and also what is next in this case. Good morning, Lindsay.
Dia, good morning to you. And he'd been on the run for 9 days since the shooting of Orlando police officer Deborah Clayton, and on the run more than a month since police say he shot and killed his pregnant ex-girlfriend. Markeith Loyd will likely never be a free man.
See, even after he killed the cop, Deborah Clayton, he was still at large for 9 days. I mean, and where was he? Carver Shores.
And again, he had very little to say to reporters who were waiting outside police headquarters last night.
Why'd you do it? They beat me up. Where have you been hiding?
Well, you didn't fall down the stairs. We can see that. Have you got anything to tell us that we don't already know?
You can hear him there complaining that police beat him up during the arrest. You can see his face there was bloodied, and it's bandaged at some point during all of this. Police, along with sheriff's deputies and U.S. Marshals, surrounded an abandoned home Tuesday night in southwest Orlando. They've been tracking Lloyd's phone, and they were able to zero in on his location.
There's the gun. I mean, apparently they're rubbish, though. They always jam. Has anyone got one in the comments? Just Suze, do you have one of these guns under your pillow? Maybe.
Through pings. The police chief says when Lloyd walked out of the
If you live in Carver Shores, you need one.
house, he was wearing tactical gear, and these were the guns in his hands, which he then dropped to the ground. It's been an intense few weeks in the Orlando area, but this morning fear and frustration have turned to thankfulness, especially for the victims' families.
My daughter, she deserved justice. She really does deserve justice, and I'm glad he's caught. I'm glad now I can ask him why. Why? Why would you want to do this to our family? And
My question would be, why? Why is there a 14-year-old boy interviewing me from a newscast? Look at that guy. I mean, at least get a little brick for him to stand on or something. He's shorter than the woman. Oh no, maybe he's off the sidewalk curb thing. No, I think he needs a box. It's like Mel Gibson or Tom Cruise, right? How short are they? But they never look short in films, do they? But they do a bit. You kind of get it, but it's not obvious. You have to train your eye. Who's another really short actor? Tom Cruise and Mel Gibson. And who else? Don't be shy. You can say. You can say.
try to kill both of my babies.
In a show of respect to the fallen officer, Clayton, her handcuffs were used to secure Lloyd during the arrest.
Yeah.
And it's unclear.
That's an important detail. Her handcuffs were used to secure him during his arrest. And that is a practice to do for fallen officers, which is, I guess it is kind of cool. But it does kind of demonstrate a bias in a way, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a good. Yes, in this case, it's definitely fair enough. But you know, you better believe those handcuffs are on tight, and that will come up later. He starts asking to have them off, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, I left the key in the car. We'll get right on that. Yeah, we got the fire department coming up to check you out, so we'll let you know." They're just fucking with him. They know they're on real tight, right? Which is fine in this case, obviously.
At this hour, when Lloyd will be released from the hospital and taken to jail.
But it does show a prejudice. Is that? I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of what a defense attorney could do with that. And we'll find out, because it's a pretty fucking good trial. I mean, there's a lot to it. There's heartfelt moments, there's heartbreaking moments, there's tender moments, there's moments that make you laugh when you least expect it, and then he gets on the stand, and that's about as fucking insane, defendant testimony as you have ever fucking seen. It's unbelievable. I don't know how we're going to get through the whole thing, if ever, because it'll probably be like a 20-part series. I don't know. We'll have to find a way to trim that right down. I think today is mostly going to be taken up by the interrogation, and we might throw in a few other short clips throughout, or in the middle, or at the ends, or side by side.
He faces numerous felony charges, including 2 counts of murder for the deaths of Officer Clayton and of his ex, Sade Dixon. He also faces charges in the death of Orlando Sheriff's Deputy Norman Lewis. He died, as you may recall, in a crash.
I think your necklace is going to give you problems later in life with your fucking vertebrae. I mean, if you've got like an entire... What is that? What is that? It's like an entire pebble beach. Like a nice pebble beach by a river. What is it, jade? Or is it blue lace agate? Must be jade, right? Is it jade? Who is Jade? Happy birthday, Jade.
Crash while assisting during the manhunt. Certainly, Dan and Dia, a story we will be following closely. Of course, count on us for the latest updates as soon as we get them. Back to you.
Oh, latest updates. We'll have an update right now. In his interrogation booth. Or chamber. It's really kind of medieval how this comes about. How you doing, Brian? And Hamster and T-Talk. What does T-Talk say? Reminds you of that song? The bubble-headed bleach blonde comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. Ballroom Blitz by, who did that? Was it Joan Jett? Ballroom Blitz. I see a man at the back, as a matter of fact, his eyes are as white as the sun. And a girl in the corner because she thinks he oughta, that she thinks he's the passionate one. Oh! So frightfully hectic. Now it's electric. Yeah, that's a great song. Why are we talking about that? I don't know. But thanks for bringing it up. I haven't thought about it in years. Did I get it right? Or was that random? Okay, play the video.
Go now, sit. Okay, let me go get you straighten your toes up on the button. No.
You go.
Good, always on.
Check that guy out, huh? I mean, what is he straight out of Desert Storm or what? I mean, fucking, why is he wearing an executioner's hood? I mean, fuck. Not trying to be intimidating, are you? Fucking hell. And again, fair play. Markeith Lloyd's been intimidating people his whole life.
Who in charge? Yeah. Who in charge?
They'll be in a second.
Yeah.
If you go around to the
Got another photo records, okay, boss?
registration room,
Hey, está puesto. Está puesto. You got hand sanitizer?
Hey, can y'all straighten these cuffs out for me?
Just 1 second, okay, go. They coming out to do that.
They're real tight, bro.
No, they're
Real tight.
boss.
They numb my wrist up, the cuffs.
What?
The cuff, they numb
No,
my
the wrist, he
wrist. They
said.
real tight, they crushing.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No.
What did he say? I think he said something about his cuffs. But he doesn't have any. He's not wearing a shirt, so he doesn't have cuffs. Yeah, we'll call medical. We'll call medical down here. Yeah.
I left mine in the car. So keeps in the car.
Yeah, mine are in the car.
Hey, I talked to my agent too.
Who?
My agent.
I don't know who is that. I don't know him.
My federal agent. I'm on federal.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah,
don't.
y'all
Yeah,
doing anything.
you know Farrell. If you want to talk to Federated. You know his name? You know his name, my man?
No, I can't remember right now.
Huh?
No, sir.
Okay.
I can't remember right now.
We'll get a hold of him for you. Hello?
I think his federal agent might know where he is. I think he might have been called, right?
But we'll just close this rocket.
Yes.
But could you straighten these cuffs before you do that?
Give us 1 second.
It's pretty impressive to be on the run from law for murder and a cop murder. Well, that was only 9 days, but on the run for a month. That shows some resources.
Okay. You correct. Somebody's coming to you. Yeah, I just. Yeah.
We should have both to respond.
Okay.
I mean, you know how it is.
We'll wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that. You're right.
Wait for
Smart.
Markeith to get here.
Yeah.
Did you call Todd? Let him know what's going here.
Maybe this case.
He needs to be here.
I think I'll come by food.
1235 on Metro.
What's your agent's name again? So we can tell?
I can't remember his name right now.
You want to just cover the rest of it?
Yeah, I you should.
Yeah, what's his name? Federal agent? Your agent? Maybe he means his acting agent. Is there going to be a movie about me?
No, that's what we're looking for. Bud.
Will you let me off the charges if I play myself for
Is
free?
that something right there?
Yeah, they don't fill that out.
Brother, could y'all straighten these cuffs out for me, please?
We getting the key. We getting the key. If somebody find it when you get a chance.
We just put him on the elevator.
These channels, you ever film? Can I call Bruce?
I mean, take that out. I'm trying to help out more. We do UC. We do UC now.
Hey,
9th Street is Independent 30, yeah, he's here. We have him room.
He needs to be here. Those got by, you know.
Randy or Bruce?
Real quick.
Nah, it's Brian, and I'm not 1012. You can call me, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the other channel. Whatever you guys, do we have two Markeith on the way to help for security as well?
You're not on, correct?
I was gonna do
Okay. Turn that power on.
You guys not on, right?
Then you guys are on, correct?
Turn on. You can turn on because we're already on.
Hey, Corporal, we're trying to get a hold of you guys. There you go.
It's definitely not recording now.
We're diverted.
We'll talk about this whole EMS thing.
Okay, just make sure.
It was my honor to drive him here.
Okay.
There's not much speed bumps, potholes along the way.
Yeah.
And man, when the detectives come in that are going to interview him, boy, do they come in strong. I mean, the lead guy is like even more street than the street thug. It's quite something. It's something to behold.
Okay. Just touch it. Be good.
Definitely kind of a zoo-like thing going on here, right? You know, they want to look at a cop killer, and it gives them some satisfaction that to see him in pain and to see him caught, right? And going to court because he was caught.
Well, there's only like three or four of us here.
Excuse me, sir. Can y'all straighten this cuff out?
Yeah, we're gonna. Anybody got that now? You still got it? No. Okay. So make sure y'all look for it. We need to.
What you want, Tim and I over here with you?
All right. No problem.
Post it out here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
All
fine.
right. We'll. I'll call you when we're clear. In a second, or whenever this is done. All right.
Sure.
Hey, I'm getting the fire department to come in here right now for you. Okay?
The fire department.
Yeah. You want your ad looked at or not?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I want to look.
You do or don't?
I want to.
Okay. I gotta come in right now. Okay?
What's over these cuffs, bro?
I'm gonna get the fire department. Give me a minute.
But the cuffs. Now you being
Listen.
funny.
No. Listen. I'm being.
Yeah, the fire department have the key, and they're putting out a fire right now. 2 towns over, so it's going to be a while. Sit tight.
Funny, I'm telling you, I got the fire department to come and look at you, okay? Is that cool? All right.
Yeah, just as soon as there's a kitten in a tree, so they're all tied up. But don't worry, they're coming.
Yeah, it's
on that far back wall. There's just a can of lights on there.
bro.
That's all we use.
One thing at a time. I got the fire department coming. Give me that minute, okay? Thank you, sir.
Hey Jill Jane, that's Markeith Loyd. He killed a cop 9 days ago. A month prior to that, he killed his pregnant girlfriend and shot her brother because she was smoking weed when she had the baby. Inside. So it's like 3 counts of murder. And he's been on the run for a month though. And they kicked their shit out of him when they got him.
I got you, bro. I got you. You lost your hat. It's okay. What size you wear? Huh? What size you wear?
Shit, I tell you what, I'll buy you 2 or 3 of them.
What do you look upstairs?
Yeah. As soon as I was like, you know what, let me just, it's already, they were already filming.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck you. I know you what trying to do.
Just give them my number or I'm telling the radio.
I had like 3 other people tell me, go to OPD. Go to OPD.
No,
go to OPD.
they were
trying to put on primary.
Go ahead.
They were telling me, they called me on the Carter car in 916. It's like, yeah, keep going to ops. And I guess on primary, they're like, go to OPD. I was yelling at you. I had 3 different people yelling at me, so I was like, screw it.
I'm kind of letting this play because it is so bizarre to have this door open and to have that guy in the executioner's hood.
Yeah, I got the fire department coming to check you out right now. I do have them on the way.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna come pack you up right now.
They've got the sirens on and they're on the way. But they're coming from Delaware. We have to call the fire department in Delaware. Yeah, it's just such a remarkable situation. That's why, even though nothing's going on, stuff is going on. He's wearing the handcuffs of the fallen police officer that he killed. And not just killed, but stood over and emptied the clip into her chest. A golden angel of a police officer. Someone who got into it to make a change, right? To help the community. Deborah Clayton. I'm so glad no one has that bottle cap notification anymore. When that first came out, everybody had it, and it was like, oh wow. That's so.
You want to wait for 2 more minutes? Or you good? Oh, you want me? You just want to go.
All right, so I'm second day.
Second day? You got a pretty exciting 2 days.
Oh, this is second day? Here?
Second day. Oh, fully understand.
Oh, wow.
First time.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Got some robbers yesterday?
Yes.
Caught a signal earlier.
Good job, man. Good job.
Okay, all right. Just call me up here.
Hello?
Oh, no, I heard about that.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, you, now you still got some going on. You're not even 14 with Orange County. Sorry, I've been over here for about 2 minutes.
Okay, I think it's not. Just take it down. Take it down. I don't know. Take it from the.
No, wait over the cell phone.
Take sure where.
Hey, Brian, it's my pleasure. I do this for free.
All right.
Uh, 407.
You need to start. You leave that crack alone, man. You're getting too skinny, man.
Yeah, Mike Moretti says it's cracked and AIDS.
I heard Wallace or something.
Maybe we should skip.
We got some stuff on, so okay, see what happens. So should be.
All right.
I want to get the guy who takes a picture of it.
Cuff fucked up, the left cuff.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah, I like.
I get on that. Yep.
Sit down.
Oh, he gets up. He starts being
I know y'all got a
defiant.
key to this shit, man. This shit killing me, bro. My hand's swelling up. Shit, come on, man.
Sit down. Sit
Y'all
down.
made a kid, but y'all on some bullshit, bro.
Sit down.
Could you
Sit
do something
down.
right up?
Sit down.
Could you do something cuff?
Sit.
Bro, this cuff fucked up, bro.
Sit down. And do not get back up.
Could you do something to this cuff, bro?
No.
This right cuff?
I ain't got no handcuff. It's fine.
The right cuff fucked up, the left cuff right. The
They're
right
fine.
cuff fucked up, bro.
Do you have gloves? Do you guys have
It cut off my circulation.
bring us a cup, bring a box. Yeah. You don't have any.
Bro, it cut off my circulation. I feel my hand swelling up, my whole hand swelling up, bro.
That's yours.
The detectives. Okay, now we start.
Can you sit up and
Me a favor. You get me some napkins somewhere, like a bunch of them.
Yeah, the guy in the jacket, he's good.
What is that?
Markeith, I'm Detective Cadis with Orlando Police.
This right coat shit.
We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. Can you sit up and tell me your name?
No, this shit killing me. I'm telling you, it's cutting off my blood circulation.
Okay. We can work on that. Let me see the handcuffs.
Tell me that for a moment.
I got it. Okay.
My hand dead.
I can see space in the handcuff. I can see space between the skin there.
I'm gonna open up. Listen, I'm gonna open up just a little bit. Okay?
Oh shit. Oh.
Just a little bit. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
I bet he twisted it around a bit, huh? Celia Triolo, hello.
All right, that's enough on that one. Okay.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
You gotta get to it, man. You gotta get to it.
Oh shit.
You're a pretty bulky guy, so.
Fuck. Oh.
Come on, man. It ain't nothing, bro. Nothing but a 10.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna get it.
Oh shit. Oh. Come on, brother.
Right there, man. That's all you get right there, okay?
Shit hurt me.
If you move it, it's gonna tighten up.
Oh, shit, you didn't even feel it. They didn't even move that motherfucker. Shit killed me, bro.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do real quick, man. Face me.
Oh.
Face me. Face me, Markeith. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe a little bit of your face, all right?
Yeah. How about you get me a fucking doctor? You know, I'm about to lose my eye, man. Fucking hell. I've got a watermelon-sized swelling on my cheek. Or any melon. Or pineapple. A pineapple size swelling on my cheek. I'm going to lose my eye. How about you get me a fucking doctor? Never mind wipe my face with a bit of tissue. But I guess this is rapport building, right? He's going to soothe Markeith to a confession.
That's gonna do much, but. And what are you gonna do? Look up a little bit.
Yeah.
That hurt? All right, you good?
You're gonna blow your nose.
I'm good too. I did a little bit, man. We'll get the rest in a little bit, okay?
Is that better? Markeith, look up for me. Tell me your name and date of birth.
Markeith Lloyd.
All right.
75.
We're going to talk to you real quick and tell you what's going on, okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. This is Detective K's 12277, reference case number 2017-11345. Date today is...
This is my case. I'm Detective Case. Who's working the case? That would be Detective Case. Is that what he said? Or is it K's? Because that's still close enough for me to be confused. Oh, I gotta hear that again. This is Detective Case. I'm the one running the case. This is the case of Markeith Lloyd.
We're going to talk to you real quick and tell you what's going on, okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. This is Detective K's 12277, reference case number 2017-11345. Date today is January 17th, 2017. Time is 19:54 hours. We're in CID interview room number 5. Markeith, give me your name and date of birth again.
My name is Markeith Lloyd, 10875.
Okay, Markeith, listen up real quick. Right now you're under arrest, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Oh yeah? Is that what you call it? Because I thought I'd just, I thought I was like the 1000th customer to the supermarket, and you guys were bringing me in here to to give me my prize. Yeah. I'm under arrest, though, you say? Okay, good. Glad we could clarify that.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. You understand that? Can you speak up a little bit?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you can't afford a lawyer and want one, one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anyone threaten you or promise you anything right now to get you to talk to us?
No, sir.
Okay. Also in the room,
This is Detective Danny Garcia Pagan with the Orange County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit.
okay. Markeith, you know why you're here tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us why you think you're here tonight? You've obviously been hiding for quite a while. You've been running from place to place. You're in custody tonight for obviously a pretty serious offense. Can you tell us why you're in custody tonight?
Well, I'm in custody for.
You're in custody for homicide, okay? All right. Can you tell us where you were all day today?
What homicide?
We'll talk about that in a second. Can you tell us where you've been today? Were you at the house all day today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm
This-
fucked up right now.
Markeith.
Okay, Markeith, just talk to us. Sit up a little bit. You're not that fucked up. You can talk.
I'm fucked up.
I don't know if he meant like what homicide, I don't know what you're talking about, or what homicide, like which one? Which one do you know that I did? Because there's like two, and at this point I think he thinks there might be three. Or maybe he's been watching the news. I guess they did.
Okay? Sit up and talk to us a little bit. This is in reference to a homicide that occurred about a week ago. And you know the one we're talking about. You've been running for a reason. You've been all over the news. You're well aware of why we've been looking for you.
I'm running because the news because y'all making up stories.
Tell us what story we're making up and tell us why it shouldn't be believed.
I just came to the house, started shooting Sade, that's a complete lie.
You just what?
That's a complete lie.
What is?
That I just came to the house and shot Sade, that's a complete lie.
Okay, well, those are the things that we want. Listen to me, man. It's been a long freaking month. We've been running around doing a lot of different things. Understand that I'm here just as tired as you are, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been racking my brains, man. You've been doing pretty good for a month. You got me for a month. Well, right here sitting now, dude, we're gonna go ahead and clarify some things. If I'm wrong about something, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm wrong. But it's up to you to clarify what's been going on. Sit up, man. I'm trying to give you some respect, man. See, in the street, it goes like this. In the street, Markeith wants respect. And he wants everybody to give it to him. And guess what? I'm going to give it to you whether you deserve it or not. But right now, you know what I need? I need you to give me a little bit, because I deserve it. Okay? I'm here giving you all the respect in the world.
How is respect?
Okay? Well, all I want to do is talk to you and figure something.
It's police brutality, and I ain't dead shit.
But you know what happened to Sade? That was bad too. So if you can explain to me what happened, maybe I can understand it. Because I'm looking at you like you did something wrong, and if you didn't do something wrong, then you gotta explain it to me.
Man, y'all know what happened. Sade put a gun on me. Y'all know what happened. Y'all got the goddamn.
So who's gonna tell me that if it ain't you? You're the only one that was there. You, Sade, Ronald, all the people. But I wasn't there. And right now, how we're gonna clarify these things is you telling me what happened. Because I don't want to guess anymore. I want to be right. And I don't want to write the story that you tell me is your story. You control that. Because you're the one that was there. But a lot of things have happened since December 13th, man. And only you can clarify that. See, I'm not sitting here. He's not sitting here. We're not playing with you. All we want to know is the truth. We're here already, man. This part of the story is already written. We're gonna move forward from here. You write the rest. But what I don't want is for me to give you respect and for you to treat me like I'm a punk. You can't even sit up and look at me.
Bro, y'all just beat my ass. I don't want to hear that shit.
Markeith, ain't nobody in this room beat your ass.
I wasn't
This is
there.
your opportunity. This is the opportunity you have right now.
Just beat my ass. I ain't coming here like this.
This is your opportunity right now to tell us the story. What happened? And tell us what happened.
Shit, bro.
Okay, so right now I want to give you what you deserve. So why don't you talk to me and tell me what's up, man? You've been running for a little while. We've been talking to a lot of people, and you know it, man. Your face has been all over the TV.
I'm running, stay out the goddamn way, not fuck with nobody.
So what happened with Sade? I know she got in your face. I know she said some things to you that you didn't like.
I broke up with Sade.
Because why?
Because she was lying about smoking.
Because she was pregnant with your baby and you told her to stop smoking because that's bad for the baby.
She was lying about smoking.
Yeah, so I know that. But tell me what else happened. What got to the point that you had to do what you had to do? If you had to defend yourself, then you need to tell me, man.
Y'all know Sade when he got a gun. Y'all got a gun.
What happened downstairs?
She when he got a gun, her brother ended up coming out and he jumped on me. That's how the shit happened.
Which one, the older brother or the younger brother? Because she's got two brothers.
The older brother and the younger brother got dropped out while man was outside talking, so all that about me just coming there and shooting up the place, that's a fucking lie.
That's not what's been written.
That's what's been
No. I'm telling you what I wrote it.
I've seen it on news myself.
Markeith, forget the news. The news put in there whatever they want to put in there. I'm telling you, I'm the one who wrote it.
That's what they did. That's what they said.
No, that's what the news are saying. They're gonna fill in the blanks.
He came to the door, started shooting Sade. That's a fucking lie.
That's not what was written. Okay, I'm telling you, I wrote it, and that's not what was written.
That's what the news said.
I don't care about the news. I don't work for the news.
Shit.
What I said was this. I said that you went there.
The dude prosecuted me.
No, forget well, then tell the truth about what happened, and we can clear some of that stuff. If it didn't happen how they're saying it, then let's clear it. But you know what? The only person that can do that is you. Me and this detective right here, we cannot write the story for you. You can do that yourself. So this is the time to do it. Because I know.
Christina, hello. This is Markeith Lloyd. He shot a cop, a golden angel cop, who really got into the job to make a difference, to do good for the community. Deborah Clayton, and that was after he shot up his pregnant girlfriend as a punishment for her smoking weed while she was carrying the baby. Just went and shot up the house with an enormous gun. And then was on the run for a month. And they got him, eventually kicked the shit out of him. He's about to lose an eye. Put Deborah Clayton's handcuffs on her, that's policy. Made sure they're real tight, and now they're going to interrogate him. And I love the lead detective because he's even more street than the street thug. Yeah, it's a pretty good trial too. Lots to see. Lots of moments. Lots of different moments. Good moments. Funny moments. Heartfelt moments. Heartbreaking moments. Shocking moments. I mean, there's a lot. It's a really good trial.
I know where you've been all day. I know the answer to that. I can sit here and ask you 1,000 questions and know the answer to them. But I don't know exactly how you felt that day that you had to pull the trigger at Sade's house. If you were defending yourself, then you need to tell me, because you are the only one that can tell me that. But listen, and this is no disrespect. Hear my words and hear them clearly. Okay? You did what you did. If you had to defend yourself, that's what it was. But you man up now and clarify for me. My challenge to you is be a man. You were a man that day to do what you had to do. I'm challenging you right now. Be a man. Okay? Be a man and tell me what happened. Because that's the only way we can clear this shit. Forget the news. The news is not here. It's you, I, and him.
This probably almost worked. He did a pretty good job at stating that challenge. To a guy like Markeith, maybe he'd have taken that.
That's who's here. So you're gonna do that? You're gonna man up or what?
Yeah, I'd say no. I ain't.
Listen, bro. Okay, who pulled the gun on you? Sade or her brother?
Sade pulled the gun on me.
When?
What you mean when?
When the brother came out? When?
Before the brother even came out.
You guys were talking outside?
Yeah, we were talking outside when the younger brother got dropped off, all that.
And he went inside?
Come up shooting, that's a fucking lie.
That's not how I wrote it.
Yeah, no, and I fucking broke up with her. If you check the fucking text message.
I did.
I wasn't tripping off her. She the one was tripping. So I'm lying to her saying I want a fucking family with her, which I did, but we can't have what you lying. So other than that, I wasn't tripping about shit. That wasn't me.
Right, so she pulled the gun on you, you had to do, what did you do?
I disowned her.
You took it from her?
Yeah.
And what did you do with her gun?
And I put it in my back pocket, but when her brother jumped me, I guess they had to fall out.
You fall out. And when did you think you got out?
While me and him was tussling.
That the older brother, Ronald, right?
Yeah.
You know him as Ronald?
The older brother, yeah.
Okay. Who did you shoot first, him or her?
Man.
Him? Because he was on you?
They know what's going on. I talked to my lawyer because y'all just beat me up, but you want me to talk to you though.
Markeith, I wasn't there. I'm here. I asked for somebody to find you.
I ain't had no business. I ain't got no problem talking. I ain't trying to hide shit I motherfucking did.
And I'm not disrespecting you either. Am I treating you with respect?
It was events that went along before that. I ain't just do no shit like that.
Okay, so fast forward, man. Fast forward. We go through all this stuff. You do what you do. Whatever happened.
I'm over here fucked up. What you mean fast forward?
No, I'm fast forwarding to last week, 10 days ago.
Markeith, we got to know what happened, okay? We got a grieving family here for a police officer. They want to know what happened. They deserve to know what happened. You know Sergeant Clayton was good people, okay?
I don't know her.
You know what she is. You guys went to the same school. You guys came from the same neighborhood. You know she was.
Oh, she was from Carver Shores as well? Okay, he keeps going on about Carver Shores. Because the girl was from Richmond Heights. And he was from Carver Shores. And he'd be like, Richmond Heights? Richmond Heights soft. Carver Shores. Carver Shores. And you look it up on the map, they're like right next to each other.
Good people.
I don't fucking know.
Tell us what happened with her. Did she draw down on you first? What happened?
Y'all know she drew down on me first.
No, we don't. You're the only one there. Tell us what happened.
Man, y'all know
she draw down. Did she fire the first shot at you?
Y'all know she draw down on me first.
Why is she shooting at you?
In front of everybody. The fuck. That wasn't professional. If I was a police officer, I'd have sat back and got, she know they called me back up. I'd have waited down and followed the goddamn car. See what car he got in. That shit was dangerous for everybody. They ain't called that much.
So she came at you? I mean, we don't know this. This is why we need you to tell us.
She came at me.
For what? What'd she do when she came at you?
She pulled a gun on me. Y'all know she came at me. Shit.
Okay, we didn't know that she pulled a gun first. This is what kind of stuff we need to know. She pulled a gun on you, then what?
Man, I need to rest. I need to be better, man. I'm fucked up.
This is your opportunity. Markeith, this is your opportunity. Everyone's been saying all these things about you. This is your opportunity to set the story straight.
I just talked to y'all because I ain't tripping.
Well, okay, well, if you ain't tripping, man, it's like this, man.
No, because y'all done fucking fucked me up. Y'all ain't
Markeith, we are not the ones that messed you up, okay? We're the ones giving you the opportunity to tell the truth about what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton.
No, Markeith, let me ask you this.
Trying to goddamn talk apart.
Okay, hey, Markeith.
We shot it down and let her turn me in.
Markeith, check me out. No, Markeith, check me out. You worry about how you feeling right now, okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day. So you worry about you, that shit's gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days.
And you know what? This cop right here had to go to the autopsy where they pulled out the unborn baby to have a look at the bullet hole in it. I mean, does that get any fucking worse? I mean, God, I mean, that is just... It's a pretty incredible job, isn't it? I mean, fucking hell. What?
You'll be eating fine. That baby is dead. If Sade deserved it, then you tell me she deserved it.
I got a hole so big in my fucking mouth.
But you cannot tell me that Sergeant Clayton deserved what happened to her.
Oh.
You're tired, I know that. You've been running for a long time. You're not eating right, you're not sleeping right.
Then they locked my family, my people. How the fuck somebody helping me? I'm about trying to buy my own food out of Walmart. Fuck up out there.
Well, that's what they said.
Let's Markeith, this is about getting the truth out right now as to what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton. Okay? We need to know if Sergeant Clayton pulled that gun on you first. We need to know if you felt threatened, if you did what you had to do.
Yeah,
tell us what happened.
Yeah, she put
Mute button, sorry. Yeah, what he just said about I was getting my own food from Walmart. Because in Walmart, he'd gone really early in the morning with a beanie on because so he wouldn't be seen. It was like 7 in the morning or so. And someone recognized him. So they went outside and said to the cop, they said, "Man, that's Markeith Lloyd in there. Y'all are looking for him." So Deborah called it in and then approached Lloyd, who just shot her and then stood over her body and emptied the clip into her chest. Another police officer who was on the way to the scene on a motorbike crashed, died. I mean, there's not a worse situation than going into the what is it? Winter Park. No, what is it? I'm just going to say Orlando PD. What's it called? Orange County. He said it a moment ago, but I forget which one. Yeah. But what he just said about, I was getting my own food. He commanded quite a lot of respect or fear on the street. And he had people helping him. And they all got brought in. I mean, you know, anyone who touched this guy, helped him, whatever, I mean, they were fucking pissed off. As you can imagine, right? With what he did to Deborah Clayton and Sade Dixon.
Gun on me.
Did she threaten you?
Yes, she put a gun on me. Y'all know she put a gun on me. I got the tape.
And is that why you did what you had to do?
Yeah.
So tell us what happened. If you're threatened, tell us what happened.
Man, I ain't got to talk, man. I'll talk to my lawyer and let him talk to y'all. I done told y'all nothing, and then y'all done beat the fucking shot at me, and I ain't have to do that.
What did she pull? Was she threatening you in the parking lot? Was she threatening you at the door? When exactly were you being threatened? This is your opportunity, Markeith.
This ain't my opportunity. You don't see me. You don't see my fucking blood over here.
That blood will heal. Those wounds are going to heal. Okay?
Ain't no nigga. I can't even open my fucking eye.
That will heal. All of that is going to heal. What happened with Sergeant Clayton? That's a whole different story.
Yeah, don't worry, Markeith. Your eye is going to heal. And if it doesn't heal, we'll remove it. And we'll give you a free patch, and you can be the, like, pirate bitch in prison.
Okay? Did she come at you and threaten you? Did you have to do what you had to do? Tell us why you did what you did. Was she threatening you when she was on the ground? When she's on her back and you're shooting her, were you feeling threatened?
She was shooting the whole time.
She's shooting at you while she's on her back?
She was shooting.
How can she shoot at you from her back?
If I'm on the ground, I'm shoot from the ground too. They be on the ground on me and shit.
Okay, so she's on her back, she's shooting at you. Is that why you're shooting at her? Is that why?
Man, y'all give me some medical attention. Y'all
Markeith, these are simple questions. She's on her back shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, and I ain't got.
Tell us what's happening when she's on her back shooting at you. Tell us what's happening from there. Is that why you shot at her while she's on her back?
I ain't posed nobody. I ain't did shit to nobody.
She's shot. She's on her back while she's being shot, Markeith. There's only one reason why you're doing this. Okay?
I'm defending myself.
You're defending yourself against her? Why didn't you just run? You had the opportunity to run. You had the opportunity to fight.
No, I didn't.
You had all kinds of opportunities. You chose to shoot. Why did you choose to shoot?
I had no opportunity to run.
You telling me you can't outrun her? You can't outrun a female with 30, 40 pounds of gear on her? You're going to try and tell us you couldn't outrun her?
They enjoy these questions as well. I mean, really, they're not in here for much other than to get some shots in, I think. You're going to tell us that you couldn't outrun a 23-year-old woman with 50 pounds worth of gear? Are you that much of a massive pussy?
Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
I ain't shooting none. Why she choose to approach me instead of follow the car? When people standing out, she put all on.
What difference would it have made whether she approaches you or 10 police officers shoot you?
Because it would have made a difference because the car would have been surrounded and the situation could have came out.
You saying you can't help yourself and that's why you had to shoot?
Man, you saying that. Now
Then tell us what happened. You're not telling us anything.
Now we're finna finish talking because you're trying to put words.
No. Tell us what happened. That's the question.
Man, y'all give me some.
She came up, she came to talk to you. You pulled a gun. You had the opportunity. Then tell us. We don't know.
Shit, that's a damn lie.
Then tell us what happened.
I gotta tell you shit because now you're trying to put words in my goddamn
I'm trying to ask you to put your own words out there.
Now you're trying to put words in my mouth.
Just like you chose to shoot, just instead of run, just like you chose to shoot instead of fight. You obviously can't run, you can't shoot, you can't fight.
All right, well, what you talking for then?
Then tell us what happened, Markeith.
You say the insult, brother.
All right, Markeith, let me ask you this, man. If start me, look, okay, we're gonna get you medical attention. Coming, get medical attention, okay? All right.
He says that a lot as well. Go on about your business. Why are you treating me like I'm some goddamn fool?
Start me from the morning. What happened from the morning?
Oh shit!
As soon as you went in there, hear me out. As soon as you went in there to buy your food, what happened? Markeith, you went to Walmart. Tell your story then. You went to buy your own food.
Because y'all know they went because y'all made up shit on them.
Then you tell me the story.
Man, telling shit, y'all making up shit, bro.
I don't have to make up anything if you tell me the story.
Markeith, we either hear it from you or we hear it from the people that saw what you did. We hear it from you or we have to just basically see what the video says. All that's saying one thing. Here's your opportunity to say what happened, where are you coming from?
I need medical attention. I can't.
Medical attention is coming.
I can't open my eye. Ain't no medical attention coming because y'all bullshit. Why they can't yet? Y'all been saying that. Come on, man.
You don't need to open your eyes, Markeith. You need to open your mouth.
No.
Okay?
You get the fuck out my motherfucking face going about your business. I don't need to open my eye. I ain't open my mouth. What do you think you talking to, brother?
Markeith, this is the opportunity that we're talking about. This is the interaction you obviously had with Sergeant Clayton.
I don't think she was that far along. I think maybe 4 months or something. Maybe less. I don't know. So, yeah, maybe that's not so true about the autopsy, but that's what he says. That's what he says. But thinking about it now, how big would that be? Big enough, I guess. Big enough for a bullet. That's a strange thing you have to equate, isn't it? How big does a fetus need to grow before it can be shot? Jesus. It's a sick world.
Sergeant Clayton attempted to do the right thing with you, and you chose to do what you did.
Go on about your business, brother.
She tried to do the right thing, you did what you did.
You said what you want to say. Go on about your business, brother.
Until we hear different, we gotta go with what everyone's telling us. We gotta see that basically you gunned her down for no reason. You gunned down a police officer because basically you're too scared to run.
Go on about your business, brother.
Until we hear different from you, that's the only option we see out there. We see you gunning down a police officer while she's on her back. Tell us something different.
You probably don't ever deserve. Why don't you just tell me, bro?
How I don't deserve him? I'm a man just like you.
Well, then treat me like it, man. I'm treating you like a man, but you're not treating me like a man. You're not even looking at me, man. You can't even talk to me, bro. Talk to me, man.
You know what your fellow officers did? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. My mother can't look at you. Give me some medical attention.
It's coming, bro. I already asked for it. It's coming.
Shit ain't came yet.
It's coming. Markeith, why did you shoot at the other officer? What did he do to you to make you shoot at him? Did he come at you wrong too? I mean, you gotta tell me something, man.
Man, y'all got me here. I'm in pain. I'm under duress, and y'all just in here just trying to drill me. I ain't got something to tell y'all. I'm under
This
duress.
is what we're trying to figure out. Are these officers threatening you?
Man,
Are you taking these actions because officers are threatening you?
I'm under duress and I'm in pain. Y'all officers done beat me up. I'm bleeding to death over here. I'm under duress and I'm in pain. Spit coming out my swallow, spit coming out air. Blood coming out air. Well, I'm under duress and y'all here questioning me. And I'm under duress and I'm in pain and I'm hurting.
Those two things ain't gonna change, Markeith. Your pain ain't gonna change for any time soon, whether medical attention sees you or not. The duress, whatever, okay? All we hear is that these people are threatening you and you stood up for yourself, okay? We just wanna know how a police officer on her back trying to do her job is threatening you. Why you had to take that action that you did versus all the other options that you had. You had other options. Why did you choose the option you chose? That's the simple question. Can you tell us if the deputy was threatening you at the Highland Oaks? Can you tell us why you had to shoot at him? Markeith, you've led nothing but a gutless life, man. You've shot at all your women. Sade ain't the first woman you shot, okay? You've had a gutless life. This is your one opportunity to show some sort of, show that you're a man at
You know what? You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I'm gonna use your words, Markeith. I'm gonna use your words.
You've shot at all your women. You have led a gutless life, Markeith. You shot at all your women. Sade ain't the first woman you shot. I mean, God, you know. Talk about a reckoning moment, right?
And you listen to me real carefully, man. You know what you said? You wanted to be America's Most Wanted. You were legendary.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you man to man right now. You know what a legendary motherfucker does? He freaking steps on his 2 feet and he freaking stands up and says, "This is what I did." You want people to respect you and fear you.
Cause I was just on the motherfucking phone telling the woman called it I was gonna get shot. They dead and they turned me in so they can get the reward.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know that's after the fact. I'm talking about you talking about being America's Most Wanted. What do you mean by that?
You don't know me.
Oh, you talking about being legendary. What is that about?
About me standing up for myself.
Standing up for yourself?
Anything. Y'all police killing our kids with their hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you talking about?
You killed a baby, man.
Police killing our kids with their hands up.
You killed a baby.
That wasn't me.
You killed a baby. So don't even judge me on that.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
No.
Oh, that's legendary. That's a real man.
That wasn't even meant to happen.
That was meant to happen, but it happened.
No, it wasn't meant to happen.
But it happened.
Yeah, but I ain't jumping on nobody.
Huh?
I ain't jumping on nobody. Somebody jumped on me.
Somebody jumped on you. You're a grown-ass man. We're talking about a baby, 3-month-old baby, in the belly.
I ain't talking about no baby, because there wasn't no baby that jumped on me. So what you talking about?
I'm talking about the baby you killed, man.
All right, brother.
You see what I'm saying? So it's okay for you to talk tough, but when I talk tough to you, you want to backpedal, man.
And you ain't talking tough. You just trying to talk to get me to talk, but I ain't.
I ain't trying to get you to talk, man. You either tell the truth or you don't, man. Because your word is your bond. You either act like grown-ass man right now, or you put your head between your knees, man. You got 2 options, bro. You got 2 options. Because I'm not the one saying that you're a coward for killing a woman with a baby in her belly. I'm not the one saying that. Your people are saying that. For 30 days plus. But we found you. So at the end, you weren't that smart after all. But you know why, Markeith? You know why, Markeith? You done your time, man. You done a long, long time. You know the system in and out. And you get to live for as long as you want to live. When God says, this is your last day, that's your last day. But Sergeant Clayton didn't have that opportunity. Because you made that choice for her. Sade and that baby, they didn't have that opportunity because you You made that choice for them. Luckily, her brother lived.
Man, I ain't made shit.
Bro, your actions, man. I'm talking about your actions. And then you wrong because you don't want to face reality, bro.
I ain't gonna get no motherfucking gun. I ain't made shit. I ain't jump on nobody. I ain't made shit. So you can kill that.
Tell me the reason why. You killed that baby. Tell me the reason why. You shot Ronald right straight in the chest. You tell me the reason why. You defending yourself? Then tell me the whole story and I'll listen. You shot Sergeant Clayton because she threatened you. She's giving you commands to stop, and you kill her because she pulls a gun on you. That's her job. That's your option. That's your choice. So you a badass, man, when you do your thing, but you can't even face me and talk to me about it. Because there's no way in hell that you can believe your own words, man. What about that other cop? Because he got behind you, you got the option of shooting at him? Luckily he didn't die. You know what we told you, Mom? That we didn't want to...
What about the cop on the motorcycle? That's another one. He shot at another cop who didn't die. Good. Good. He's lucky.
Hurt you, man. We didn't want to kill you. We wanted you to face justice. And here you are alive.
Y'all been trying to kill me. What the fuck you talking about?
You are here alive, man.
Y'all done framed murder on me already and everything. The fuck you mean y'all don't want to kill this motherfucker city been trying to kill me?
So did we frame Sade's murder too?
Shit, y'all done framed murder on me before.
Did we frame Sade's murder on you?
No, but y'all motherfuckers let the motherfucker know.
Did we frame the baby murder on you too?
Y'all was with that.
Huh? Did we frame Sergeant Clayton's murder on you?
Y'all was with that.
Oh, you can't say that though, right?
Y'all let new people lie.
So you're the victim here now.
Like I just came with them and just went to
You're the victim here now.
That's a code.
Tell me that.
That's the code, brother. Lie. You fucking around with the victim to y'all lies.
Tell me you're a victim and I'll give you a freaking hug. Because that's what you sound like right now. See, a real man will tell the truth.
Spoiler alert. He does not give him a hug.
Oh.
A real man will tell the truth. And I thought, you know what I thought today? That I was going to come sit down in here and talk to a real man. But even then, you can't even say that. You want to be legendary with lies. See, that's a punk move. Everybody tells me, man, that guy's
You
for
want to be
real,
legendary
man.
with lies.
Right now, I don't see that.
Can we put that on a t-shirt and a mug? You want to be legendary with lies. I like that. You wanna be legendary with lies. Yeah.
Markeith, just, I mean, you every time you have an opportunity to show that you're the man you talk about, that you're this friggin' badass you talk all that shit about how you ain't going down without a fight, and as soon as the officers confront you in the yard, you bow down like a bitch in body armor. So what are you now?
I ain't talking about being no bad.
You bow down like a bitch in body armor.
You talking all this shit about how badass you are, but when the officers confront you at the house on Lescott, what'd you do?
All right, man. Well, all right.
You bitched out. So you get confronted by a female at the front door with your unborn child in her. What do? You light her up. Sergeant Clayton's trying to do her job and tell you what to do. What do? You hide behind a pillar and you light her up. Because you a bitch in body armor.
Yeah.
Come out and say what happened.
Yeah.
You running around talking shit on social media, saying this and jibber jabber and that. Here's your opportunity to talk about yourself. Say what happened.
Like bitches and all that shit that I ain't never disrespecting. I ain't gonna let you disrespect me.
What you want us to do?
You
sitting there looking down, bleeding. You sitting down there. We're giving you ample opportunity to say what you need to say, to speak the truth. And what do you do? What opportunity do you take?
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm treating you with respect. You ain't telling me nothing either. So it's not about getting respect or not getting respect, because you ain't saying shit.
You've been treated right your whole life. You've had people treat you right your whole life, and what do? You put bullets in them. Because you're a punk. Because you put bullets in people to treat you right. What did Sade ever do to you? What did that unborn child do to you? Nothing.
Damn sure you get no.
You're a little bitch that puts bullet in people when they do you right.
Markeith,
Fuck you.
Markeith, tell me something, man.
Ain't no more rap.
All right, check these out. What do I tell Sade's mom? Hey, last thing I'm gonna ask you, man. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this. What do I tell Sade's mom? Do I tell her that you're sorry, that you said you don't care, that it's her fault that she's dead? What do you want me to tell her?
No rap.
Huh? You were gonna call her parents to call so they can turn you in and get money or whatever.
No, I was gonna call her father.
Her father, all right. So you're gonna call her father, but
Call her stepdad.
is that gonna be your I'm sorry? Here's some money. That's all she was worth. $100,000.
No, it wasn't about no money.
So what was it about? You were tired of running? All I need to know is, what do I tell these people? You know, another deputy going out there to help out after you kill Sergeant Clayton, die. What do I tell his parents?
You know why he said that to whoever he said it, you know? Oh, I'm going to turn myself in so her parents will get the reward money. Yeah, I bet that idea came when he realized that, okay, there's no way out of this where I come out alive or not, you know, in prison. So to not have it on my record that I got caught, I'll say I volunteered and sacrificed my freedom to be noble. But really the walls were just closing in.
That it was in vain? That these people died for no reason? What do I tell them? Because to me it's more important what the family has to hear coming from you. Because I don't think you're ever going to say sorry to them face to face. So why don't you just let me do that? Why don't you just tell Sade's mom, tell her stepfather, her father, whoever, this is what it is, and I'll go tell them. And you tell me, and we'll go tell Sergeant Clinton's family, this is what it is. I mean, if you're sorry about it.
That's a simple question, Markeith. Are you sorry about it? Are you sorry it went down like it did? Is that what you wanted all along? Is that what did you walk into the Walmart that day to say, I'm going to kill the first police officer that says shit to me? Is that what you walked in there thinking?
You obviously didn't want to die. That's why you're wearing body armor, right? So it was all about you. That's a little selfish to me. You should have stood there and said, hey man, come get me. This is where I'm at. If that's what you wanted, if you wanted to fight. See, you're not the type of man to hide. I know that. But you know what? The last 30 days, you proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. Because your whole life, you do what you want to do. Yeah, you spent some time in prison. That was a small price to pay for all the shit you done in your life, and you know it.
And you stupid motherfucker, I ain't did shit in my life, so you can shut your damn mouth. I ain't never did shit. I ain't never had a felony tie with a prison. The fuck you talking about? Now you just rapping.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, 'cause I ain't never get in trouble. You just rapping.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, you just rapping.
So one day you decided to go and freaking shoot Sade. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on, let me see. Oh, she came at you with a gun. But you don't want to tell me the whole story. Oh, wait a minute. Sergeant Clayton, the same thing. She came at you with a fucking gun, right? Oh, you're a fucking victim every goddamn time. But every time you decide to pull up a gun, no. I'm giving you respect, man. I'm giving you respect. It's not about rap. It's not about rap. See, you don't want to hear it. That's why you're telling me to be quiet. Because for the first time in your life, a man just like you stands right in front of your face and tells you the truth. Because in the street, you say what you want, and motherfuckers don't do shit because they scare you. I'm not scared of you. I'm telling you the truth, and you can't handle that. You cannot handle it. Because a grown-ass man like you, Miggy, is telling you the truth to your face, and you can't even talk. You want a little freaking Band-Aid on your face. That's some bitch-ass move, and you know it. Man, you worry about the little blood coming from your face. You forget that I was there and I looked at Sade. You forget that I was there, that I went over there when they split her wide open and I saw what you did to that baby in the belly. See, I was there. Brother. But to you, you're a victim.
You slide, brother.
You're a victim. You want some victim compensation? You want us to wear a pink ribbon for you?
Markeith, you want us to say anything to the...
Yeah, I want my own national holiday where everybody gets a day off work. Markeith Lloyd Day.
families of these people. We're gonna go talk to Sergeant Clayton's people. We're gonna talk to Sade's people. Okay? We're gonna talk to the deputy who was killed chasing you's people. You wanna say anything to them? You give a shit at all to that woman who's probably one of the truly nicest, biggest heart police officers I've ever met in my life. A woman who truly gave a shit about
Biggest heart police officers he's ever met in his life. We believe him. There's proof. Golden angel of a police officer got into it to make a difference. Hey, Monica. Kneeling. How you doing? You don't have to kneel. Take a seat.
this community, who truly got into this line of work to make the community a better place. And you shot her down like a fucking dog because you're a little goddamn pussy. Okay? Do you want anything to say to that family?
You know, I'm sure they'd rather that Deborah Clayton just be alive, but I guess they're enjoying themselves in here. You're a little fucking bitch and body armor goddamn pussy. They're not really going for a confession. I think they've abandoned the rapport building at this stage. Yeah. They've moved on to phase 3 now.
Huh?
Your mama pussy.
Whatever, dude. You're a little bitch and you know it. You want to say anything to that family? Do you want to say anything to that family?
Your dad does big things when he gets some respect and you disrespect more.
What respect do you deserve? You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
Alright, well go on then. What the fuck you still in front of me for then?
That's about the smartest thing you said all night.
Go on about your business.
Smartest thing you said all night.
Go on about your business. What you still here for?
Yeah. You got that right.
What you still here for?
You got it right.
Ain't no Markeith nothing. Y'all gotta give.
Go on about your business. Do you think he said that to women in the past? Maybe. What was that other guy? The guy in, you know, the Uber guy. Mind your business. His girlfriend on the stand is hilarious. So we got to check that out. We should just do like a little clip of that. So funny.
Give respect.
Did I give it to you? I gave it to you, right? I gave it to you. I talked to you like a man. I talked to you like a man. Let me ask you something. Did I disrespect you? Did I disrespect you?
Yeah, both of y'all.
How did I disrespect you?
Yeah, you been calling the same shit too.
Because I told you the truth to your face. I didn't call you no names.
You don't want to hear the truth.
I didn't call you no names. You know what I did? I told you the truth. I told you the truth. But man to man, if you're not going to freaking tell me the truth, if you're not going to talk to me like a man, then tell me that. Tell me, man, I can't do it. I cannot talk to you like a man. Just say it.
I got a goddamn hole in my mouth. Y'all talking about other shit.
Sade had a bunch of them in her body too. And so did that baby. And so did Sergeant Clayton. You want to compare holes? We can compare holes.
Yours are going to heal. Okay? Your wounds are going to heal. You're going to be fine. Okay?
I read something you put on freaking Facebook. You talk about love and God first and family this and family that.
That's a load of shit there.
You know, I look at it, yo, man, this guy can be the nicest guy one day and the opposite the next. See, I think about, damn, you know, sometimes I get pissed off, man. Sometimes I want to say some things to my woman. Sometimes I want to say some things to my kids. Sometimes I want to say things to the people I work with. You know what? And I hold back. You know why? Because most of the times I'm wrong. I'm jumping to conclusions. But you, not you, you don't say something. You pull a gun, you freaking shoot it. Girl in the past, pissed to you. You pissed at her. Pull a gun and shoot at her.
Yeah, none of that happened, so you can shut the fuck up.
None of
that happened?
How about Sade? Did not happen? Did I make that shit up? Am I imagining things? Is it a fairy fucking tale that she's dead? Because last time I freaking checked, when I stood right there and they were doing an autopsy, I know what I saw. I've been doing this for a long time. You're good at what you do, and I'm pretty sure that I'm good at what I do. And I know what I saw.
You say you're defending yourself. You say that these people are coming at you, they're attacking you. Even when you defended yourself, even when the attack stopped, Sergeant Clayton, she was down. She was down. You already shot her. She wasn't getting up off her back. But you had to do what you had to do and stand over her and finish her off. Okay? Don't try and say that was you were defending yourself. You willfully went in there and did what you did. You willfully went in there and killed her. You had all kinds of options. Starting with the second she walked out the door trying to do her job. You had all kinds of options that did not involve doing what you did.
And the best option was for her to fall back and watch the curve. All that.
That's so.
Why hasn't he just asked for a lawyer? You know, if he asked for a lawyer, they'd leave the room pretty quickly, right? And yeah, they're probably gonna make this the least comfortable possible. But he could probably work out a way to just be in a room quietly. And they will have a duty to provide care to him at some point within probably not even 24 hours. It's less.
Point, the police gotta come at you. So she falls back and she watches you, and other police officers come. You're wearing body armor and you got a 40 cal on you.
Usually when people are talking to police without a lawyer, it's because they think they can go home or they think they can get off. Neither of those things are going to be happening here, and I think Markeith knows that, right?
And they already coming.
And then what are you going to do? You're going to shoot more officers?
No, they could have wrote my.
How many officers would have been the appropriate number before you would have given up?
They could have wrote me off anyway.
And then what?
Yeah, they could have wrote me off anyway.
How many officers would it have taken to stop you? Since one is not enough.
They chased you.
You had that opportunity. You shot at the deputy. Okay? You took that opportunity. Every time someone fronts you, you go to gun.
And then y'all already made up stories and shit.
Well,
What story is?
Every time someone confronts you, you go to gun. I love that line.
Made up.
Yeah, I just went there and shot it up.
You've had 30-something days to come and tell your side of the story, but you chose not to. So don't talk to me about stories.
No, you shut the fuck up. My niece told y'all, and y'all not responsible for what the news people play. Man, y'all get the fuck out of here.
No, your niece told me 2 stories. That's why she ended up over there handcuffed and in jail. She told 2 different stories. So don't be confused. I clarified all your freaking doubts. I sat down and I talked to her. But you've had 30-something days to come and tell your story. You've had 30-something days
to talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented.
Sit down and talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented your niece from going to jail by coming in here the very next day and say, hey, this is what happened. You didn't do that.
Cause she ain't did shit. How the fuck a motherfucker doing?
Day 2. Yes, she did.
And I'm in Walmart trying to motherfucker.
Yes, she did. She went and got money for you.
And she went and got that money from my motherfucking door. That's my motherfucking check that I worked for all week.
And brought it to you.
And I told him to give it to my motherfucking child. That went to my motherfucking.
My check that I worked for all week. What did he do? I think he delivered food. You know, and drugs at the same time, maybe.
What the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Well, that's what she said. She got the money for you.
She ain't told you shit. I know damn well she ain't told you because she ain't brought me shit. That was my motherfucking child and my motherfucking grandbaby. So y'all can kiss my ass with that bullshit. Ain't nobody gave me shit. I gave away every motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
Nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
Nobody gave me shit. I bought my own, got my own shit.
Well, you don't think that we're capable of, looking at your phone records, talking to people? You don't think that we went and talked to these people and they say, yeah, we talked to them. He asked for money. He asked for food. This is what.
I ain't asked nobody for no motherfucker. That's a motherfucking lie.
So they lying on you.
The motherfucker told people what the fuck was really going on. All the other shit you said.
So they're lying on you. Tell us about. All right. It's just I mean, the people you're calling. We see, obviously, we're following your phones. This is why you're here. You're calling these people. We're following those phones. What's the conversation about? You leave Walmart. You just killed Sergeant Clayton. You leave Walmart, the first person you call. You're obviously looking for help. That person give you help?
I don't need no help.
Why are you calling him?
I don't need no help. Tell people I love
Then
them.
what are you calling him? What are you telling him? When you call him, tell us about the phone conversation you had with him.
I don't need no help.
You damn sure needed help, and you damn sure reached out, and you damn sure called some people.
How I need the help? How I need the help?
Because you just killed a police officer, and you're trying to get out of the area.
I ain't need no help.
You did that all by yourself?
I ain't need no help.
Did you do it by yourself?
You seen it, then ain't nobody with me. I know
Okay.
nobody around me.
All right. How did you get from point A to point B? Somebody had to give you a car. Did you steal a car to get from point A to point B?
You bailed from the VW. Where do you go from there? Up in the reserves. Where do you go from
I
there?
need medical attention, brother.
Where do you go from in the reserves? Where do you go once you leave? Once you bail from the VW?
If I get medical attention.
Hey, is Sue's still here? Sue's put us a nice PayPal earlier. Thank you so much, Suze. Where is Suze? She gone. She gone. She gone already. Come back. Thank you so much for that PayPal, Suze. That is great.
I need medical attention.
Where do you go when you leave the VW,
I
Markeith?
can't open my fucking eyes. I don't know what my shit
Did you
is.
stay in the? Do you stay in the apartments?
My shit could be fucking up right now. Y'all just got me sitting.
Did you stay in the apartments, or did you go somewhere else?
Pull my damn pants.
Sit down, Markeith. Sit down. Them pants ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Sit down. Where'd you go in the reserves?
Oh man, we ain't talking no more.
You jacked that? Why didn't you shoot that man? Was your gun out of ammunition? What happened?
You just killed that.
When you take that VW in the Highland Oaks, why didn't you shoot him? Why didn't you shoot the guy in Highland Oaks? Markeith.
Why didn't he shoot the guy in Highland Oaks? He's shooting everyone else. One more guy in
done
Highland
talking?
Oaks. You would have thought he'd
You done
just
talking?
go through with it.
You want your band-aid now?
All right, Markeith.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, man. I thought you were a badass. I was gonna give you a little bit of respect, even though I don't usually give bad people respect. I was gonna give you a little respect because you beat me for 30-something days and I couldn't find you.
I'm not a bad guy.
Okay, I couldn't find you. But you know what I take from our talk today? I feel sorry for you, man. I kind of feel sorry for you. Not in the sense that I'm gonna fucking cry, that I'm gonna fucking, go to church and pray for you. Because I ain't gonna pray for you, man. I'm not. I haven't been to church in a long time, but from time to time I pray for people. I'm not gonna pray for you, man. You know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna feel sorry for your fucking motherfucking ass. Because you killed Sade, that baby, you killed Sergeant Clayton, and you ain't man enough to fucking take responsibility for it. So if the only thing that I can tell you today, right now, before I walk out, is that I thought I was gonna fucking give you a little bit of respect, man, you lost the very little I have for you, man. And I know you don't give a fuck. Because you much rather people fear you than fucking respect you. Guess what? You're a rat. You're a fucking rat. You nothing. In the street, you're nothing anymore. You're nothing but a fucking sorry-ass story.
$20.36.
This is gonna be interview with Markeith Lloyd in reference to Sade Dixon's and her unborn child's death. His interview was conducted at the Orlando Police Department headquarters. The time right now is gonna be
Open your eyes, Markeith.
8:39.
Open your eyes. That was a true angel right there you put down. It was a true angel you put down because you're a pointless little fucking dog. Okay? And my only regret is that you're breathing right now. You get what you got coming.
Legendary. I thought you were really gonna put up a fight.
Think about it, I don't feel nothing.
Fucking bitch.
You don't fear nothing.
You know what? Beat this case. Meet me in the street. Beat the case. That's what you gotta do. Beat the case. Beat the case. Because there will be another fucking day. And you know what next time is gonna happen?
Yeah. Beat the case. And the funny thing is the guy on the left is called Detective Case. That's actually his name. Which is brilliant. It's like being a chef and having your name as Mr. Souffle or something, you know? It's the same.
He's not gonna be Sergeant Clayton. He's gonna be somebody like me.
Man, you just rapping.
Yeah, I'm just rapping. You a fucking rap.
You had the opportunity. You had opportunities to do all the shit you talked about. You had all kinds of opportunities to talk about. And what'd you do? You crawled out on your hands and knees. You know what you are.
You'll get your bologna sandwich later. And
You'll get your bologna sandwich later. I wouldn't eat that if I were him. Wait until they give you an apple. You can wash an apple. You can't wash a bologna sandwich, right? People have tried. It doesn't work. The bread, it's too absorbent. It's like a sponge. That's why bread is called nature's sponge. It's true. If you spill red wine on a white tablecloth, immediately put sliced white bread on it. And that just sucks it all up, all the stain. You know, a regular sponge made of, you know, that spongy stuff that sponges are made of. What is that? Some composite material, I'll bet. Yeah, bread. Bread actually will save a white tablecloth. You can spill a whole bottle of red wine on a white tablecloth and just cover it in white sliced white bread, and good as new, like it's never been touched. It's amazing. Look it up on YouTube.
It happened so quick. Yeah. That there was like, they made the announcement, they asked for units to go there, and then the next thing I know, he stopped. So I was freaking on like that. When they asked Chase to go over, I was like, started trying to go over.
Oh yeah, we'll bring up a picture of Deborah Clayton.
That's why I didn't even jump at you guys for.
I think the medical team are going to come in now.
Happened to be right there.
Such a great smile. Such a great smile. Ugh. Yeah, here it is. Look at that. See Deborah Clayton there. Isn't she great? Hard at work. Smiling away. Happy in her job. So sponge is bred from the ocean. No. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I wonder, is that edible, that stuff? Because you could do a fillet of fish served on sponge, natural sponge, ocean sponge. Where else is Deborah Clayton? Oh, here she is giving a medal to someone. For most tightly fitting top garment, it seems. Check this out. I'd like to present this award to the most tightly fitting, I don't even know what to call that. It's not a sweater. Maybe someone else can help me. What is this? What would you call that? If that's an award for the most tightly fitting what? That's kind of scary, isn't it? I just don't know if people should get that big. I just feel, I think my internal organs feel strained just by imagining the strain felt by others. It's like a what do you call it? Like a sympathy pregnancy, when the man will feel their nipples getting sensitive and they'll have cravings. I have gout by osmosis, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why shirt's all Markeith, they're gonna come here and take some photos of you in a few seconds, alright?
So there's a female fire department or medical person that comes in, and you can tell that she just wants to leave him to die.
Hey, Mr. Lloyd. We need to get some photographs of you. Okay. Look, are you going to stand up for me, and I'll pull up your pants for you.
Mr. Lloyd.
Hang on. All right. Do me a favor, sir. Let me move this stuff. Oops, hang on. If you would, stand over here towards the corner. Okay, and turn around, and if you could face this way.
Okay, so thank you, Acapella, who says, AI tells me no, wild sea sponges are generally not edible for humans. They are largely inedible due to toxic compounds and tough texture and sharp needle-like structures called spicules. Spicules. Well, it's like a racial slur for short Spanish people. A sizist racial slur for short Spanish people. Spicules. Not short Spanish people, I should say Spanish people who happen to be short. Because some of them are tall. I mean, for Spain.
Okay, if you would.
Hold on.
I got hang on. Okay, hang on.
I need to do the injuries first, because he's got some.
Okay.
A hole in my fucking head.
A hole where?
In my face. A hole where? Where my eye used to be, man. I told you I need medical attention. Has anybody seen my eye?
All we're doing now.
How am I supposed to look for my own eye?
Documenting the injuries on you.
They're like, that's why God gave you two. Maybe that's true. Maybe that is true, why we have two eyes. Because if you lose one, you can still see, right? A bit.
Let's do this one here. You see what we're doing?
What we went through?
No, almost. Hold on.
I went through.
No, it doesn't look like you did.
Okay. Same thing on the other side.
There's a hole in the side of there.
Up in your lip. Okay.
All right. What we're going to need to do is take the shirt off, so we're going to have to cut off the shirt, okay? Does anyone have any?
Medical shears?
How about
Get OFD. OFD has medical shears. They can cut it off easy. Are they here?
But they're not in here anymore, are they?
Did your shoulders hurt or something?
Mike, let me see if I can find some.
Shoulder coming wrapping on my brother.
Okay. All right.
Cause they can shake that shit.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, that's going to be a yes.
Yeah. Is that going to be jail?
No, SRT should be right.
Okay. What I'm going to we're going to get some medical shears to cut off the shirt. You can have a seat if you want.
Mike, we're going to call.
All right, just have a seat there.
That won't pull up over his head, or because of the injuries.
No, because it's underneath of his armpits.
Oh, okay.
We're going to call if he's transported. SRT's on standby.
Okay.
From the jail. So if he's transported,
Yeah,
we're going to
okay.
call OFD. You can make that happen for us.
Where's the medical professional? Okay, so they basically just check him out. Oh yeah, no. No, we should probably go to, why don't we go to, can we use, what's his name? Explore with us, or is that copyright? Let's try it. Where is he? Oh, carjacking too, great.
This detective right here, we cannot write the story for you. You can do that yourself.
Is this Mr. Lloyd, Markeith Lloyd? All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and begin these first appearances.
Speak to me, bro. You don't.
Sir, you're here for the charge of murder of a...
There ain't no Markeith Lloyd. Who are you?
All right, you're here for murder of a law enforcement officer.
I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't identify by that name.
Sir, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, carjacking with a firearm, aggravated assault.
May I have your name, please?
With
The following interrogation has been analyzed by a qualified team consisting of 2 licensed attorneys, one being a former criminal prosecutor and an individual with a Master of Science in Clinical Psychology.
Look, you ain't learned yet? It's raining.
Check this out.
What? Take me home.
This is her cell phone video just a few days before he shot her and the baby dead. Take me home.
This man's still trying to speed. It's raining outside, y'all. It's still trying to speed. Look.
Take me home.
For real, you not about to kill me and the baby. This man, he has to be stopped.
See, they just stopped.
No, but no, you need a greater force than that. I'm not going to live past 25. I'm not going to make it. Not like this. I don't know what.
I'm not going to live past 25. I mean, yeah, never was there a truer word than that.
I was getting myself into. I don't know what I signed up for.
When Sade Dixon spoke these words on a Facebook Live, she was simply making some lighthearted jokes. What she couldn't have known was that her dark prediction would ring true very, very soon, and in the most tragic way. This is Markeith Lloyd. He's 41 years old in this footage from 2017. He's just been apprehended by Orlando police after a massive manhunt that ended in officers finding him outside an abandoned house. While he waits about 25 minutes for detectives to arrive, he keeps asking for his handcuffs to be loosened, but nobody is in a hurry to help him. Of Markeith's interrogation. If you were wondering why the tensions between Markeith and law enforcement have been especially high, well, it's all about to become crystal clear. After Markeith fled the scene of Sade and Ronald's shooting, police were working anxiously to track him down, but for a long time they had no luck. Markeith had somehow managed to slip out of their grasp, and for all they knew, he could be anywhere at this point. Christmas comes and goes, the holiday only a reminder to Sade's loved ones of the happy times they were excited to spend with her, but now will never have the chance to. And then, on January 9th, 2017, at around 6:45 a.m., Markeith walks into a local Walmart. While inside, he approaches a plainclothes loss prevention officer and asks if the store has a restroom other than the one at the front of the store. This was a red flag for the officer, as he suspected Markeith might be trying to conceal something in the bathroom. More than that, he observed that Markeith seemed to be tiptoeing and acting secretive. For someone on the run from the law like Markeith, it seems pretty risky to show your face in such a public and busy store, but maybe he was just desperate and running out of supplies. Maybe he figured that such an early morning visit would be safe, that he could get in and get out without any trouble. What he didn't bet on, however, was Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton entering the store just 15 minutes after he did. As both parties did their shopping, they actually crossed paths a few times. And then at 7:11 a.m., the fugitive and the law woman were actually in the same checkout line, separated only by 2 customers, before Markeith chose to leave this line and go to another to complete his transaction. Up to this point, nobody seemed to have any idea of Markeith's identity, although I'm sure he must have been nervous to be so close to an officer. Clayton finished paying for her groceries and walked out of the store, and I can imagine Markeith breathed a sigh of relief that she hadn't recognized him. But this was just the calm before the storm. Another woman in the store had noticed that there was no cashier working one of the lines, and so she went to customer service to get an employee. As the 2 return, she notices that a man has since started waiting in that very line, and so she walks up to politely explain that she had been there first. But as soon as she lays eyes on Markeith's face, her pulse begins to race. She recognizes his true identity. Coincidentally, her cousin had apparently been married to Markeith, and although she herself hadn't spoken to the man before, she knows exactly who he is. Not only did she have that personal connection with Markeith, having seen him through Facebook pictures and videos, but by this point he had also been publicly named as a suspect in Sade's murder, and a news...
Well, that's another thing. You see these dreadlocks, long as they are, right? I can't remember what he did to Sade. I'm not sure if he hit her or... he did something bad. He did something like a dick move. I'm not sure if he actually hit her or just threw her out or something. But to apologize as a penance, he cut his dreads off to show how sorry he was. And he was probably thinking about doing that anyway, right? But seized the opportunity to go, this was a sacrifice for you. He's the kind of guy that never lets a decision go unreutilized, right? It's like, I cut these dreadlocks to show you how sorry I am, when really he was like probably thinking, it's starting to get itchy and it's been a while and they're too long and they get in the way, and he was probably doing it anyway. That next to him there is his son, who also, he's in jail as well at some point.
Release had listed him as armed and dangerous.
Like button. Click the like button because that's great, and also become a member because members are great because of all those benefits and extras, extra metrics, and ice cream, any kind you like.
Sade's parents had even hosted a press conference outside their home to beg the community for help in finding their daughter's killer. As the harrowing realization dawns upon the woman, she snaps her head back down, saying to herself, "Oh that's him." The lady tried to keep calm while exiting the store, but as soon as she was out the door, she spotted Lieutenant Clayton and ran towards her where she was still putting her groceries into her car. The woman frantically alerted Deborah. "Ma'am, there's Markeith Lloyd in the store. Y'all are out looking for him for murdering his pregnant girlfriend." Totally caught off guard, but determined to spring into action, Clayton radioed in for backup as Markeith made his way out of the Walmart. Within the next about 10 seconds, other shoppers were running and ducking for cover. What we know about what happened here comes from multiple witness accounts. They say Clayton approached Markeith as he was leaving the store and told him to stop and to get on the ground. They claim that Markeith went like he was going to run and then turned around and pulled his gun out. Clayton made one final radio transmission. Foot pursuit, and then officers on the other end heard 3 gunshots followed by complete silence. About 1 minute later, they received a call that an officer was down. One Walmart employee claims to have witnessed the entire scene. She says she had just clocked out when she noticed the concerned shopper approaching Lieutenant Clayton about Markeith's presence. She could do nothing but watch as the situation intensified in the blink of an eye. She says she found herself sitting by Clayton's side and praying for her as she bled out on the ground from 4 gunshot wounds. This employee alleges that Markeith walked up to Clayton after she fell and shot her some more, even though she laments he could have fled after landing a bullet in her hip. This witness later lamented, "He wanted to finish her off. He just has hatred in his heart. I'm sorry." According to this woman, Markeith calmly turned around, walked to his car, started it up, and took off as Clayton lay taking her final breaths. Additional officers arrived within 28 seconds, but it was too late. Clayton was down, and Markeith was gone.
You know, Sergeant.
Well, I couldn't get from one end of the parking lot to the other in 28 seconds.
Additional officers.
Where were they? They happened to be, what, 3 aisles? Lanes? I don't know what you call it. What do you call the aisles or lanes in a parking lot or a car park? What do you call that? Parking aisles? Parking lanes? No, it wouldn't be lanes. I'm going to say aisles, right?
Arrived within 28 seconds, but it was too late. Clayton was down, and
it's amazing how much aisles are a part of our lives, aren't they? Because look at this scenario. You're in your car, you go to park, and you park in an aisle. You have to go down, and then and then you're going to go into the supermarket, and you're walking around aisles again. When you get married, you're in the aisle. At your funeral, you're down the aisle. It's embedded throughout our lives, and we don't even remember. We don't even care, do we? But aisles are everywhere. Tomorrow, when you're out and about, going to work, or maybe just down to pick up some groceries, think about how many aisles you come across. Just in one day. And if you're lucky, you'll always remember that from this day forth.
Markeith was gone.
You know Sergeant Clayton was good people.
You know Sergeant Clayton loved coffee. If you want to buy a coffee in honor of Sergeant Clayton, go to buymeacoffee.com to support the channel because that's great. And yeah, it's very much appreciated. Or PayPal's great too, if you feel like it. Or not. But if you do, the links are in the description, and that's fantastic.
Okay.
I don't know her.
You know what she is.
Once it's revealed that Markeith shot and killed a fellow officer, the earlier behavior of the officers makes sense. Police form a brotherhood or sisterhood with each other, and when one of them is shot, the case is personal to them. Conversely, cop killers are often looked up to on the streets and in prison.
You guys went to the same school. You guys came from the same neighborhood. You know she was good people. Tell us what happened with her. Did she draw down on you first? What happened?
Y'all know she drew down on me first.
The interrogator returns to trying to get Markeith's account of events as per Peace Step 3.
No, we don't. You're the only one there. Tell us what happened.
Man, y'all know
she draw down, and did she fire the first shot at you?
The officers propose that the sergeant drew down on him first to get him to discuss the shooting and give him a false sense of justification for his actions.
Y'all know she draw down on me first.
Why is she shooting at you?
In front of everybody. That wasn't professional. If I was a police officer, I'd have sat back and got, she started calling back up. I'd have waited down and followed the car, see what car he got in. That shit was dangerous for everybody.
Markeith is trying to shift blame from himself onto Lieutenant Clayton when he says that she should have waited for backup and that she wasn't.
She should have waited for backup. Of course I shot her, and it's her own fault because she didn't wait for backup. If she'd have waited for backup, this wouldn't have happened. Set me free, release my wrists from the cuffs, or whatever that would be said well.
Being a professional, he's failing to take responsibility for his actions.
So she came at you? I mean, we don't know this. This is why we need you to tell us.
She came at me.
For what? What'd she do when she came at you?
She pulled a gun on me. Y'all know she came at me.
Okay, we didn't know that she pulled a gun first. This is what kind of stuff we need to know.
CPR was performed on the fallen officer, and she was quickly transported to the hospital. About 5 minutes later, the Orange County Sheriff's Office captain sees a vehicle matching the description of Markeith's and follows it into an apartment complex, where Markeith allegedly steps out of the dark car and fires 2 shots towards the officer's unmarked Ford Explorer. Nobody was harmed, but 3 minutes later, a man called 911 to report that a man believed to be Markeith had carjacked him at gunpoint and then driven his vehicle through a fence. 10 minutes after that call, Clayton was pronounced dead. After 17 years in service at the Orlando Police Department, her career came down to those pivotal.
God, look at them there, huh? Taking that seriously. And, of course they would.
Pivotal few seconds where her life was tragically cut short far too soon. Unfortunately, before the Orlando PD had even had time to process their beloved comrade's passing, there would be yet another casualty in this hunt. When just before 10 a.m., a motorcycle deputy responding to the search for Markeith was fatally struck by a van. That morning, 17 schools in the county were placed on lockdown as the chaos.
Fatally struck by a van because of this incident, you know. Fuck. And that's still Markeith's fault. Even the people that died that he didn't directly kill himself, it's still his fault. He should be charged with that murder too, I think. What do you think? Should Markeith be charged with the murder of the guy that he didn't kill? I believe so.
Unfolded. A news conference is held alerting the public of the deaths and the search for Markeith. One sheriff calls the day one of the worst in his career, and the award for information leading to Markeith's arrest is increased to $60,000. Authorities focus their search on an apartment complex called Brookside, employing a heavy force of police officers and even armed SWAT members. But eventually, they have to call it off and let residents back into their homes as Markeith is nowhere to be found. It turns out that Markeith was very active on his internet accounts, often sharing updates of his daily life, including a Facebook Live video in November with Sade, where the couple rubbed her pregnant belly and talked about the baby kicking. The pair posted lots of videos together, documenting trips to the mall, OBGYN visits, or home cooking sessions. But the inflammatory statuses that the detectives are most interested in include one from 2 weeks before Sade's death, when Markeith posted, "Goes to be on America's Most Wanted." He also shared another
goals to be on America's Most Wanted. It's so funny when he gets on the stand because, oh man, if ever there was a guy that like loves himself, it's just sickening. But he says as if he's showing off, right? He says, when we first started, well, kind of before we started dating, when I was deciding whether to date her, I'd be like, what's your credit score is? Where your credit at? What's your credit score is? And he says, I want to know that if I'm going to procreate, that she's got her shit together. When really, I think the truth is he was checking out whether he could potentially take out a loan in her name, right? Because that would be the kind of thing that would happen. What your credit score is.
Just a couple of days before Sade would die at his...
But it's so funny because in court he's like, you can tell that he's like, yeah, that's what I asked because I'm mature. And it's not all about the tits and the ass. It's like, yeah, what's your credit score? I want to know, she got a hit on.
His hands. This one read, Orlando, Florida, when you talk about street legends, mention me. The couple also broadcasted a Facebook live stream where Sade recorded as the two were pulled over in a traffic stop. Markeith was let go with a warning, but he and Sade went on to make jokes about killing the officer. Just an interesting side note, Markeith's then 19-year-old son was actually behind bars at this time, and during a visit with his mother, he found out about his dad's situation.
My daddy was on the news.
For what?
For killing that girl. One of these girls.
Gorgeous, huh? Great hair, good bone structure, and, well applied makeup, I'd say. Subtle, not too much. That eyebrow's very tidy. A little too tidy. Is it real? Gorgeous.
Girlfriend.
The police too.
He killed the police too?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Officer Smiles.
Where?
Walmart.
He got away?
Yes.
Figured that too. He just can't kill the police in Walmart. He gotta do it smarter than that.
Smart push. No smart way to get strong.
Love your enemies, all type of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta break that curse. You was alright till you started dealing with that.
I got kicked out of school when he got out of jail and everything. I ain't gonna blame him for that.
It's sad to see that the boy was already going down a similarly bad path in life. Meanwhile, after another fruitless search and the FBI Most Wanted Twitter account posting Markeith's photo for the world to see, the reward in this case was raised to $100,000, which is the biggest reward Crime Line has ever received. 3 people are arrested in connection with the search, believed to be accomplices who helped Markeith in some way or know information about his whereabouts. Police scour more than 100 locations and expand the search to a neighboring county where Markeith has family. They start receiving tips that he may have shaved his head, and so they release a digitally altered picture of him to cover all their bases.
I don't know if it's the best. Couldn't they get the head's too short. There's not enough room for his brain. That's not real. That doesn't look real at all. That's just someone else's head, you can tell. Oh. Who made that? I could do better than that.
On January 17th, Markeith is added to the U.S. Marshals 15 Most Wanted list. Everyone can feel that this hunt is reaching a climax, and it is later that very...
Goals to be on America's Most Wanted. MFers play with it. Okay. What a dick. What a shitty, nothing message. Facebook, huh? November 30th, 2016, huh?
Very same evening, they find him. It wasn't a tip that led investigators to Markeith, though. It was his phone. They were able to trace him through pings.
Uh-huh. Those gold teeth just make them look really yellow. Like yellow, rotting teeth. Yeah, hey, dentist, can I get you to give me a whole mouth of... Yeah, I want gold, but, you know, from a distance in a bad photo, they're just going to look like yellow, rotting teeth. $1,000 a tooth.
When he texted people, he's all alone at an abandoned house in Carver Shores. Police aren't sure how long he was hiding out there. When they first arrive, Markeith tries to sneak out through a sliding glass door, but is met with Orlando police officers. He was observed dropping 2 handguns from the window as commanded by law enforcement. He then complied with further...
Yeah, so those are the guns that he showed up to Sade Dixon's mother's house to confront her about how he was annoyed that she was smoking weed while pregnant, and that's bad for the baby, so he shot them both to death, and her brother. Then on the run for a month, then went to Walmart. Deborah Clayton, Angel cop, approaches him, shoots her dead, stands over her body, empties the clip into her chest. Another officer comes, he shoots at them. I mean, the fucking guys just... Talk about menace to society, right? I mean, what can you say? What can you say to all that, huh?
Instructions and crawled on his stomach from the entry door.
Did he have a rough childhood? I mean, I don't think he actually... I think, maybe, you know, they were poor. But, I think... His dad, what happened to his dad? His dad was dead or in prison or had left or something, I don't know.
To awaiting officers, where he was placed under arrest. Lloyd was wearing an American Body Armor Level 3A bullet-resistant vest at the time of his arrest, rated to stop all handgun ammunition commonly.
Yeah, so this is quite good because it shows the view from the helicopter where he's going to come crawling out of the house on his hands and knees. They're like super high security arrest, obviously, because he's a huge guy, he's armed, and he's killed a police officer, so they're really... And then when they come in to, you know, swarm in to get him, several officers just boot the fuck out of his head, right, while he's on the ground. And she's, you know, again, fair enough. If there was ever a time for police brutality, this is probably it. But the cameraman in the helicopter puts the camera away immediately, and it's like, it's obviously like, yeah, no, I better not capture that because those good men down there could lose their jobs.
Used by law enforcement. A helicopter captured this harrowing footage of those tense moments. Even though officers had a million things on their mind at this point, there was one specific thing they made sure to do during this long-awaited arrest. Remember when the man in the interrogation footage asked if Deborah's cuffs were on Markeith? They indeed were. Orlando Police Chief John Mina explained that this is a tradition in law enforcement that goes back many years, and putting the handcuffs of a fallen officer on the criminal they were killed trying to catch is significant to the family as well as the colleagues of the deceased officer. Many people have inferred that this is one of the reasons why the officers around Markeith before and during his interrogation seemed so reluctant to loosen his cuffs, and it's not hard to see why that would be exactly the case. However, did law enforcement let their anger over Deborah's death go too far? What we'll discuss next has become one of the most controversial points of this case. Markeith claims that the officers beat him up during the arrest. In the helicopter video, we can see what appears to be an officer kicking Markeith in the head while he's on the ground before the video rapidly pans away. The way that Markeith was. In the helicopter video, we can see what appears to be an officer kicking Markeith in the head while he's on the ground before the video rapidly pans away. The way that Markeith may have been treated by police when he was...
Shall we do a poll on that? Do people think that, you know, are people happy to turn a blind eye? Which is kind of funny because he lost an eye. We're happy to turn a blind eye to the fact that he lost an eye. I'm okay with it. You know, in general, it's bad.
Was arrested could have contributed to his unwillingness to cooperate with the detectives when he is being questioned. We can also observe in the interrogation footage how incredibly roughed up Markeith is, and he repeatedly brings up the fact that he doesn't want to cooperate with the police after they allegedly beat him up.
She pulled a gun on you, then what?
Man, I need to rest. I need to be better, man.
This is your opportunity. Markeith, this is your opportunity. Everyone's been saying all these things about you. This is your opportunity to set the story straight.
I just talked to y'all because I ain't tripping.
Well, okay, well, if you ain't tripping, man, it's like this.
Even if I strongly disagreed with that show of force, which, like I said, I don't really disagree in this occasion. Even if it, you know, it'd be a tall order to keep a lid on the intense emotions of all those officers, right? In order to enforce that properly, you'd need reform in the whole way that blue line brotherhood thing works, where, you know, and you can see why cops all know what the job is like. Good cops, bad cops, whatever, they all kind of know what the job is like. And many of them have faced very dangerous things or near-death occurrences, shootings. So yeah, when one of your colleagues dies like that in a very rage-filled murder, an unnecessarily rage-filled murder, it's obvious that it will be felt deeply throughout the department. I don't think you can do much to stop them kicking him in the head.
No, because y'all don't fuck me up.
Markeith, we are not the ones that messed you up, okay? We're the ones giving you the opportunity to tell the truth about what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton.
No, Markeith, let me ask you this.
Trying to talk apart.
Okay, Markeith,
we shot it down and let her turn me in.
Markeith, check me out. No, Markeith, check me out. You worry about how you feeling right now.
Were the officers wearing body cams? Well, I don't think so. Maybe. But it's 2016 though, so it's going 10 years back to where they were not quite as prolific as they are now, I guess.
Okay, well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day.
They're playing the guilty conscience / morality card again. The death of the unborn child. He is trying to evoke remorse for Markeith in order to get a clear admission of guilt.
So you worry about you, that's gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead. If Sade deserved it, then you tell me she deserved it.
I got a hole so big in my mouth.
But you cannot tell me that Sergeant Clayton deserved what happened to her.
Oh.
You're tired, I know that. You've been running for a long time. You're not eating right, you're not sleeping right.
Then they lock my family, my people down to helping me. I'm about trying to buy my own food out of Walmart.
Well, that's what they said.
Let's Markeith, this is about getting the truth out right now as to what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton, okay? We need to know if Sergeant Clayton pulled that gun on you first. We need to know if you felt threatened, if you did what you had to do. Tell us what happened.
Yes, she put a gun on.
The officer again says, "We need to know if you did what you had to do," in reference to shooting the sergeant. He's trying to once again get Markeith to talk by making it seem like he had justification. In reality, even if the sergeant pulled a gun on him first or threatened him, she had cause to do so, and him shooting her in this instance has no legal defense. Florida statute section 776.051 provides the law relating to use of force in resisting an arrest. A person is not justified in the use or threatened use of force to resist an arrest by a law enforcement officer or to resist a law enforcement officer who is engaged in the execution of a legal duty if the law enforcement officer was acting in good faith and he or she is known or reasonably appears to be a law enforcement officer.
Did she threaten you?
Yes, she put a gun on me. I know she put a gun on me. I got the tape.
And is that why you did what you had to do?
Yeah.
So tell us what happened. If you're threatened, tell us what happened.
The interrogator shifts back to read step 2 here, shifting the blame away from the suspect directly in the hopes that this will encourage him to talk.
Man, I ain't got to talk, man. I'll talk to my lawyer and let him talk to y'all.
Again, Markeith invokes his right to an attorney. The police continue to question him despite his unequivocal invocation. The statements he makes are at risk of being inadmissible.
When exactly were you being threatened? This is your opportunity, Markeith.
This ain't my opportunity. You don't see me. You don't see my blood over here.
That blood will heal. Those wounds are going to heal. Okay?
Ain't no nigga, I can't even open my eye.
That will heal. All of that is going to heal. What happened with Sergeant Clayton, that's a whole different story. Okay? Did she come at you and threaten you? Did you have to do what you had to do? Tell us why you did what you did. Was she threatening you when she was on the ground? When she's on her back and you're shooting her, were you feeling threatened?
She shooting the whole time.
She's shooting at you while she's on her back?
She was shooting.
How can she shoot at you from her back?
I was on the ground and shoot from the ground too. They lay on the ground on me and shit.
Okay, so she's on her back, she's shooting at you. Is that why you're shooting at her? Is that why?
The interrogator is not getting answers to his questions. All of the questions so far are leading questions. In other words, attempting to lead the suspect towards a given answer that the interrogators want to hear.
Man, y'all give me some medical attention.
Markeith, these are simple questions. She's on her back shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. And I ain't got
Tell us what's happening when she's on her back shooting at you. Tell us what's happening from there. Is that why you shot at her while she's on her back?
I ain't poked nobody. I ain't did shit to nobody.
She's shot. She's on her back while she's being shot, Markeith. There's only one reason why you're doing this. Okay?
I'm defending myself.
You're defending yourself against her? Why didn't you just run? You had the opportunity to run. You had the opportunity to fight.
No, I didn't.
You had all kinds of opportunities. You chose to shoot. Why did you choose to shoot?
I had no opportunity to run.
You telling me you can't outrun her? You can't outrun a female with 30, 40 pounds of gear on her? You're going to try and tell us you couldn't outrun her? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
When the interrogator asks, "Why did you choose to shoot instead of run?" this is a great question because it goes to intent to commit the crime and would play a meaningful role in whether the crime is viewed as premeditated. First was appealing to his manhood and his desire to be legendary. This had relatively little impact, though surrounding appeals to his credibility did evoke some reactions. The other theme attempted was to play on his concept of remorse. However, there was even less success here. More officials come in to take photos of Markeith.
Yeah, I was going to say, his concept of remorse. Which one would that be? His concept of remorse. Okay. Good luck.
Cutting his shirt off and documenting his injuries. After a little while, medical assistance arrives for Markeith as well. Markeith was treated at a medical center for about 20 hours before being taken to Orange County Jail. And then, on January 19th, bright and early, he had his first court appearance. On charges related to Sade's death, that is. As far as legal trouble goes, this was far from Markeith's first rodeo. Markeith did have a history of criminal activity, going back 2 decades. In 1995, when Markeith was about 20, He had been arrested on a murder charge, which was later dropped because a witness lied about key information. Then in 1998, he was accused of battery on a law enforcement officer and spent 4 years in jail. Markeith attacked at least one guard while doing time for dealing drugs, and in 2010, he was caught with homemade.
So I think we call this a career criminal. Ladies and gentlemen. 1995 received a murder charge, later dropped. 1998 accused of battery of a police officer, spent 4 years in jail. 2010 caught with homemade weapons in a federal prison.
Weapons while in federal prison, which he said were 2 shanks for protection hidden in his hair. While behind bars, he pleaded guilty to cocaine possession from a prior case. Markeith got out of jail in 2014, and in 2015...
Look at him here, huh?
He got married, but within 6 months of the wedding, he faced domestic violence charges against his wife, although they were dismissed.
Domestic violence charges, okay.
All in all, records show that Markeith has been arrested 20 times since 1994. But despite all the experience Markeith had being in the courtroom, he was quick to make a bad impression on officials during the first appearance for Sade's case. Markeith started out by declaring that he will be defending himself in court, choosing to represent himself.
Of course he did. Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Was a bold choice. Markeith may have had some grandiose traits, believing that he was so superior that he could do better than a lawyer. He may have enjoyed the feeling of power as well as the attention. On the other hand, it's also possible that Markeith had such a mistrust in authority that he felt he couldn't rely on a lawyer to be on his side. It's clear that nobody really thinks this is a good idea. But as the conversation goes on, Markeith gets fed up and starts interrupting, cursing at the judge repeatedly, as you can see in this clip.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
Well, first of all, I got questions to ask.
You're here for first appearances on a warrant, sir.
Y'all making up like I just went in there and shot this girl, endangering my family.
Okay, a judge is
what if other people want to do something back? Y'all portray this to the news people like I just went in there and shot this girl when there was other guns found on the scene. And all kinds of guns were pulled on me first, but y'all acting like I just went in there and shot her. Her little brother got dropped off while me and her was standing there talking. So there's all kind of other shit that happened before y'all just put on the news, oh, I just went there and shot this girl, got my family at danger, so no, I wasn't coming in right
Thanks
then.
for requesting, Mr.
Markeith goes on an angry rant about the fact that others were arrested in connection to his search, which he feels was unfair because he says he was doing everything himself.
I'm not finished talking because y'all been making up shit the whole time, and then y'all make up stuff on my family, lock them up.
It appears that it's important to Markeith to make it clear that no one helped him while he was on the run. This may have been an egotistical motivation as he wanted to take all the credit that he did everything by himself. Alternatively, he may have wanted to protect his family or friends from getting in further trouble. While psychopaths are unable to form emotional connections to others, sociopaths may form some meaningful relationships.
All right, here's what I'm going to go ahead.
I didn't receive nothing from nobody. I was out there by myself. How in the hell anybody helping me doing anything? I went to Walmart myself to buy food. Wasn't nobody doing nothing for me.
Now, the 3 people in question here are actually Markeith's former manager at a place called Texas Fried Chicken, who was alleged to have given Markeith food, Markeith's niece, who was believed to have picked up money for him, and one of Markeith's ex-girlfriends named Jamise, who was thought to have collected rent money from a woman at Markeith's apartment and planned to pass it on to him. Some have called these arrests into question, wondering if they were truly justified, or if these people were unfairly detained in a ploy to lure Markeith out of hiding, which has just been another popular talking point in this convoluted case. In his final note of the court appearance, Markeith brings up his injuries and says there was no reason for the violence he endured.
And then when they had me in the hospital, the Channel 9 News sent out that way for me to come out and see what they...
The reason was retaliation and retribution. What was that? Yeah.
They did for me. Or they done took my eye. They done broke my nose, broke my jaw. They just said I resisted, but I crawled out to the mother road. So how did I resist? I ain't resist shit. They just did that shit. They tried to hide it from the news people, but I'm here right now.
Corrections, I think we've established everything we need to do in a first appearance hearing. He can be taken after he signs. Have him sign the no contact.
Trying to tell you.
Following Markeith's claims that he was beaten by the officers apprehending him, the Orlando Police Department released the helicopter video you saw earlier, which appeared to show one man kicking Markeith during the arrest. Police Chief John Mina held a news conference to address the content of the video. He says that officers were concerned that Markeith could have been hiding something within his body armor because of the way he was struggling as he crawled on the ground. Furthermore, Mina asserted that Markeith didn't comply when he was told to put his hands behind his back, which was one of the reasons force was used. It is reported that the officers kicked and punched Lloyd in the face and struck him numerous times with the muzzles of their rifles, causing cuts to his face and back and a fractured eye socket, which required surgery. Markeith ended up losing that eye as a result of the injuries. The state attorney's office determined that these actions met the definition.
The saying is, he who represents himself has a fool for a client. Close, a cappella. That's the quote. Sometimes falsely attributed to Abraham Lincoln. Of course, he never said that.
Definition of deadly force, or force which was likely to cause death or great bodily harm. All the same, according to the Orlando Sentinel, the state attorney's office cited Florida's Stand Your Ground law and ultimately found that the use of force was lawful and justified. Markeith soon made his second appearance, where he was once again combative with the judge, and for some bizarre reason, he at first ignored her, denied he was Markeith Lloyd, and then started asking who she was.
Sir, you're here for the charge of murder of a...
There ain't no Markeith Lloyd. Who are you?
All right, you're here for murder of a law enforcement officer, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, carjacking with a firearm, aggravated assault
May I have your name, please?
with intent to commit a felony, and finally, possession of a bulletproof vest and commission of a felony.
Markeith likely felt very powerless in court, so trying to turn the tables on the judge was his way of exerting control. There is little that Markeith can control in his life at this point except for his own words. Interrupting the judge or refusing to answer her questions was his attempt to take charge of the situation.
Mr. Lloyd, do you want the services of the public defender?
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Markeith. Good luck with taking charge of the situation. I hope that's working out for you.
I'll ask you again. Mr. Lloyd, would you like a public defender appointed to represent you?
We have a claim against him. May I ask who your name is, ma'am?
All right, I'm finding he didn't fill out any paperwork corrections. It's my understanding he didn't want to, so I'll go ahead and find that he's waived his appearance for today.
Your lady in the black dress, could I have your name, please? Lady in the black dress. That's a robe.
Okay.
Please, ma'am.
His first appearance is over. Good luck to you, Mr. Lloyd.
That conversation was certainly less
Good luck, Mr. Lloyd. Buena suerte.
Than friendly, and unsurprisingly, a third court appearance didn't go much smoother. Markeith wore a bandage around his head and left eye, and he cursed at the judge again, saying, "I'm here for what? Resisting arrest? And this is what happened to me. F you." Nonetheless, a judge eventually ruled that Markeith was competent to represent himself. Fast forward to February, and Markeith is formally indicted on charges related to Sade and Deborah's deaths. Despite Markeith's insistence that he wanted to represent himself,
God, you know he's just going to be such a handful in the courtroom every single day, right? I mean, look at him. It's fucking rage thug. Jeff Lacasse has got nothing on this guy. This guy's the rage thug of the century. The Florida king of rage thugs.
Thus far, he suddenly declared that he wanted Florida's highest paid capital litigation lawyer, Terrence Linneman, to represent him in his murder cases, a wish which was eventually granted. And this brings us to the second half of today's story.
I mean, wow, you know, this is interesting because, I mean, what a case to get as the defense attorney, right? What did he say? Florida's highest paid defense attorney. That's got to be saying something, right? How much does that cost? Florida's highest paid defense attorney. How much money did he get?
Related to Sade and Deborah's deaths. Despite Markeith's insistence that he wanted to represent himself thus far, he suddenly declared that he wanted Florida's highest paid capital litigation lawyer, Terrence Linneman, to represent him in his murder cases, a wish which was eventually granted. And this brings us to the second half of today's story, the murder trial. In researching this case, I always knew I wanted to analyze the interrogation footage you saw earlier. But the deeper I dug into this trial, the crazier things got, and I realized that the information revealed in court might just be the most intriguing part of the entire case. First of all, reports say that in the months leading up to the trial, Markeith went on a rampage in the Orange County Jail, violently ripping phones off the wall, breaking glass, and destroying a TV and iPad. Authorities say they couldn't get close enough to even use pepper spray. He apparently shouted about how he was the son of God while causing thousands of dollars in damage to the facility. What's more, in videos of jail visits between Markeith and his family, Markeith appears to make light of his dire situation.
Turning through the phone call. It should be completely private. Y'all get off. Everybody's like, Markeith. Everybody, you want to sign autographs? I'm being bad. I don't be bad. Write me a book.
Yeah, you can tell by my James Bond villain eye patch. I don't do bad.
Get some money. Everybody trying to get paid off my name. Let me use my own name.
You nationwide. Everybody know you. Worldwide. Everybody know you.
I'm worldwide now. I've been nationwide. Ask you to hear me.
I'm worldwide. Yeah, I'm worldwide as that, nothing murderer of women that lost an eye and will be sentenced, actually. I don't think he did get death, or he got life for Sade, but then got death for Deborah Clayton, or, well, we'll see, I guess.
You already know, food.
I was here. I was sleeping out on the bus stops.
What?
Yeah. I was doing everything right to stay out there. I was working my ass off, doing right.
He said he was doing everything right, going right, and everything went wrong.
Crazy.
Everything went wrong. I think with Markeith, something has always been very wrong, right?
He may have been trying to put on a front for friends and family who came to visit him in jail in order to
Getting involved with the wrong people. You shot your pregnant girlfriend who was 25 years old, man, and killed the baby too. Almost killed her brother by shooting him like 6 times, or maybe it was 3 or it was multiple shots. There was multiple bullet wounds in him, critical. Amazing he survived. Yeah. Then went on to shoot this angel cop. I mean, getting involved with the wrong people. You're the wrong people, Markeith. It's you. You're the problem. You're the problem, Markeith. Getting involved with the wrong people.
Everything right to stay out there. I was working my ass off, doing right.
He said he was doing everything right, going right, and everything went wrong.
Working my ass off, doing right. Gotta get involved with the wrong people.
He may have been trying to put on a front for friends and family who came to visit him in jail in order to protect his image. He also seems to make fun of Sade.
She was texting me stuff like, you lied to me, so much you want a family with me. I'm with your baby, you gotta worry about the baby no more.
You gonna raise the baby, my own on a baby. Well, I hate it when he does that.
You like me, too much you want a family with me. I'm with your baby, you gotta worry about the baby no more. This and that, I'm like, man, you tripping. So she won't be tripping.
So she the one be tripping, not me.
Cause I leave them as going on with my business.
Finally, in late 2019, the trial concerning the Shade Dixon case began. During his testimony, Markeith revealed details about his short-lived but turbulent relationship with the young woman, and his words are extremely telling. After getting out of prison, Markeith was working 4 jobs, and he went from being homeless to being able to rent a place of his own. Soon, he was excited to include Shade in his new life, but he says when they started talking, he asked her, "What else you got to offer? What's your credit score?" You see, Markeith had some very strict guidelines of what he wanted his partner to be like. The first time he picked Shade up to hang out in person after chatting online, he had some distinct opinions on her clothing choice.
When I first picked her up, she came out and she had on some shorts, booty shorts. So I was gonna say something, but I didn't say anything. A queen don't dress like that. You're exposing yourself to the world.
We can see already that Markeith has a tendency to think he knows what's best for his romantic partners. Nonetheless, the relationship was budding, and Markeith says when they were about to have intercourse, she told him not to use protection. From that point, their relationship progressed quickly, and they started to move in together. Markeith goes on to say that Shade wanted to study to become a real estate agent, and then later on an OBGYN. He started taking her to school during the days and working his delivery job at nights. But he claimed Shade started to think he was messing around with other women while she was in class. Therefore, Markeith started sleeping in the car in the parking lot when Shade was in class. Just from these anecdotes alone, it is clear to see that their relationship is toxic and built on a very shaky foundation.
So, what he's saying is that because she didn't trust him, that he would go and sit outside her, what was it, her school or work or something, while she was at work or school. So he could say, like, here I am, not cheating on you. But to me it sounds different. It sounds more like he's the one not trusting her and he's monitoring her, like you know, stalking, spying, or you know, it's just fucking control thing, isn't it? Oh no. She had trust issues, so to show her that I was pure, I decided to sleep in my car outside her work. I'm surprised the cops didn't come then. What are you doing here every day for 8 hours? Surveilling her. Yeah, that's a good word, Christina. Thank you.
From the very start, Markeith says they soon found out that Shade was pregnant, and they even went live on Facebook to show friends their sonogram appointment. But then Markeith calls attention to something really interesting.
A lot of people didn't pick up on it, but she live. She got the phone now. She's live. We get in the car. Then she was like, I need to check.
Don't question Cyclops Jesus. Cyclops Jesus. Yeah. I like it.
I need to check when I conceived.
What did that mean to you?
I feel like she was pregnant before I got with her.
Okay. And how'd you feel about that?
I didn't care. I wanted the baby.
Markeith explains that since he's a convicted...
I didn't care. I wanted the baby. Why? So that you could raise it to be a shitty street criminal like you. Maybe get it to run some drugs for you so you won't go down if he gets caught.
Felon, he can't adopt a child, and he really wanted a baby to raise, even if it potentially wasn't his. His fixation on controlling her behavior only grew stronger. Now, one of his requests was understandable. He didn't want her to smoke weed while pregnant. Markeith spoke about why he started feeling especially adverse to drug use.
I was in the car, I smoked with her, and it had my whole body hurting. So I'm like, oh my God, my whole body was hurting. I'm like, Sade, you got this. I thought it was a sign from God, because if we just doing this to a grown person, what you think is doing to a fetus that's trying to develop a brain?
Markeith began to suspect more and more that Sade was smoking marijuana during her pregnancy, which became one of his biggest concerns. But Markeith's worries about Sade's lifestyle didn't stop at drugs. He also started instructing Sade not to eat meat. He supposedly hadn't consumed any himself in 10 years, saying that he doesn't believe in...
Yeah. So let's start a family. Now, here's a list of rules. I want to control what you wear, what you eat, what you smoke, and I also want to monitor you at your work all day, every day. So you want to get married, or
killing God's creations?
I don't eat meat. I don't believe in death, so I don't believe in killing God's creation. So
I don't believe in death, and I don't believe in killing God's creations. Markeith, I don't know if you realize this, but this is a double murder trial, and you're the defendant. So, signs from God, aside, that's where we're at right now. Okay.
I feel like God made animals just like He make us. We all the same flesh and blood, so I don't eat flesh and blood.
Markeith even says he received signs from God that he shouldn't eat meat, and this next clip shows the
So he received signs from God in his feces. He looked at his feces, and he noticed it was green, like vibrant green, like grass green. And then he looked over at the mountain, and he saw that was green. And he thought it was a sign from God to say green is life, brown is death. So he became a vegetarian. That's basically the story. Explore with us, narrator will tell you more.
Orthodox way this happened.
I was in prison in Colorado. I was inside a mountain. And so I came out one day. I looked. I just see so much life. I see so much green, the trees, the earth. And then it hit me. I'm like, damn. So I felt like God was sending me the sign, like, this what it is.
It's unclear if Markeith is describing a hallucination in which he was inside a mountain, or whether he is attempting to describe a real situation he experienced. Hallucinations can be caused by a mental health disorder, but they can also occur as a result of drug use.
So it hit me. When nature is alive, it's green. The grass in the trees. When nature is dead, it's brown. And they say you are what you eat, so you really are what you eat. So if you take in death, death go follow. Or when you start eating how God created you to eat, your feces is going to come out green.
Markeith says he feels like he gets signs from God all the time. Markeith's unique moral system also presented itself in more questionable ways. Once, when Sade misled Markeith, he grabbed her by the neck and pushed her down in anger. Later on, though, he felt like what he did was wrong. He cut his long dreadlocks as a show of self-punishment. Things continued to go downhill, and eventually the relationship soured to the point where Markeith decided he wasn't too sure if things were going to work out with Sade. However, he didn't want to leave right away because he claims her family wanted her to get an abortion, and as he didn't agree with that, he had a plan. He would wait until she was 6 months pregnant to leave her so that she wouldn't be able to terminate the pregnancy. Interestingly, Sade's mother denied the claim that she had suggested an abortion to her daughter, and Markeith even admitted on cross-examination that he had only heard this secondhand from Sade. Markeith really kept harping on how much he had wanted this child. In fact, Markeith didn't just have a rough idea of what he was going to do to keep the baby. He had a whole plan laid out. Markeith explained that he cheated on Shade with one of his ex-girlfriends once, and, long story short, Markeith planned to raise Shade's child with this ex-girlfriend as a plan.
Oh, this is great. Check this out. This is what a prize Markeith really is. Yeah, no, you can just see the nobleness of him right here with this statement.
B.
One day, she went somewhere. By this time, she just lied. She was lied about so much stuff, so I didn't trust her. So she went somewhere, so I called Janice. So she was like, where your girl at? I said, I don't know. She probably with somebody. I don't know. Me and Janice went and had sex. And so that's when I told her, I'm like, man, well, me and you go get back together. I'm like, I'm gonna get her 6 months to get her stuff together. I said, she got her stuff together, I'm gonna stay with her. I said, if she don't, me and you go get back together. Cause at 6 months, she ain't gonna be able to get her abortion. So then she was like, all right, bet. So I had to make the future plans for Janice to be the mother.
It seems that Markeith had 1 foot.
So let's just go over that again. He said to Janice, I'm going to give Shade 6 months. And if she's got her shit together, I'm going to stay with her. But if she hasn't, it'll be too late for her to get an abortion. She'll have the baby, I'll take it, and you'll be the mother. Oh, Markeith. What's happening here, Markeith? I think we need to talk it through, Markeith.
In and 1 foot.
Can we hear it one more time? Because that's just amazing. What do you think, Christina? Is Janice got her head switched on, or what? Where are we at, Janice?
Keith planned to raise Shade's child with this ex-girlfriend as a plan B.
One day, she went somewhere. By this time, she just lied. She was lied about so much stuff, so I didn't trust her. So she went somewhere, so I called Janice. So she was like, where your girl at? I said, I don't know. She probably with somebody. I don't know. Me and Janice went and had sex. And so that's when I told him, like, man, well, me and you go get back together. I'm like, I'm gonna get her 6 months to get her stuff together. I said, she got her stuff together, I'm gonna stay with her. I said, if she don't, me and you go get back together. Cause at 6 months, she ain't gonna be able to get her abortion. So then she was like, all right, bet. So I had to make the future plans for Janice to be the mother.
It seems that Markeith had 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the relationship with Shade. And this infidelity would end up being one of the last straws in the crumbling relationship. But one of the most heartbreaking parts of this footage is when Markeith talks about Shade's children. He describes a trip they all took together to a lake shortly before Shade's death. But Markeith's anger grew because he felt like Shade was distracted from outing with her kids, and he claims it was because she wanted to go smoke pot with friends.
I said, why you just sit there lying in my face like I'm some fool, like I don't know you how? I said, you see it started, you start.
Why are you sitting there lying in my face like I'm some goddamn fool? Oh, that's classic. Where have I heard that before? Like I'm some goddamn fool.
You start this trash. Why these kids around here? I'm like, man, all you doing, I don't trust you. I don't want to be with you no more.
This started an angry back and forth of texts about the lack of trust in the relationship. Shade ended things on an amicable note, though. After Markeith dropped her off, Shade wasn't responding to him for a while, and so he sent her some long-winded texts telling her she could do whatever she wanted with her life, but he wanted her to keep the health of the baby in mind. And then, on December 13th, about an hour before the shooting happened, Shade responded to Markeith's messages saying, "Don't expect no baby." He interpreted this to mean she was getting an abortion. Shade texted Markeith screenshots of his Facebook conversation with another girl and called out that he went on live from a strip club with other girls within the 2 days after they broke up. And that's when Markeith headed up.
He went on live at a strip club with other girls, and he was saying to her that she's cheating. There's a bit of a double standards thing going on, isn't there, Markeith? Why is that, Markeith? Why is that?
Over to Shade.
And what has she got? Has he got the same tailor as fucking... What's her face? What's that Utah girl? God, it's only been 2 days. I've forgotten her name. What is it? Richins. Corey. Same large neck thing. I guess with him, he needs to get those dreadlocks through the neck hole.
His house. And in the...
But Corey Richins has a very small head, so what's her fucking excuse?
murder trial, right off the bat, it became clear that there were two very different accounts of what happened the night of her death. Up until a certain crucial point, the opposing sides told a relatively similar story. Shade and Markeith were in the midst of a heated confrontation, the unborn child and accusations of infidelity being the main topics at hand. At some point, Markeith admitted that he had hooked up with his ex. They were speaking outside of Shade's home, but she suddenly went back inside before re-emerging and calling him to the...
Has anyone got a PT Cruiser? Get in touch. If you want to do it in private because of all the shame, just reach out to me privately on truecrimemetrics@gmail.com or send us a message on Discord. Where is Discord? It's on our magic link. Our magic fantastic link. Discord link. Look at that. Oh shit, that's the wrong place. Forget that. Delete. In comments, that's where we want to put it. Boom. Good. Join Discord and tell us why you bought a PT Cruiser. What's next to it? Is that a Volkswagen Beetle? Let's see if we can inspect. No. No. Nowhere near the right shape.
The side of the house. It was then, Markeith says, that he realized she had retrieved a gun.
That had been given to her as a gift. She took it downstairs and went back outside. Sometime after that, the defendant took the gun away from her.
Taken aback, he pulled out two guns of his own, which he says he always carried after being robbed, and prompted the girl to hand over her weapon.
Yeah, I always carry this gun with a massive...
Taken aback.
What do you even call that? Hey, Texas. What do you call that clip with the big round thing? Texas? Come in, Texas. You know, if you don't know yourself, just shout the question into the street and someone will answer. Longhorns.
He pulled out two guns of his own, which he says he always carried after being robbed, and prompted the girl to hand over her weapon. According to Markeith, Shade did what he said and dropped it. But instead of dropping it carefully off to the side as he claims he instructed, he alleges she didn't listen and instead extended her arm out front to drop the gun, which caused him to panic, and he squeezed his trigger. The whole world screeched to a halt as both parties processed what he'd just done. However, the weapon luckily didn't fire. Markeith quickly retrieved Shade's gun and put it into his pants pocket, which would seem like hopefully the end of an explosive situation. But then Shade's brother, Ronald Stewart, came outside to see what...
I'm thinking it's more like he went round there to intimidate the shit out of her and bring her under his control, and she didn't take any shit, had her own firearm, if that is true, and that was a force multiplier. They only... What was he going to do? Let her tell him to go? Under threat of death? You think Markeith is going to do that? I don't think so. You know, as soon as she even had that gun on her, he had to kill her by his own, you know, thinking.
Yeah, he went round to intimidate, abuse, and control. And she stood up, so he killed her. That's all this about, oh, the gun, she went to put it down, but when she did that, she raised her arm up, and I panicked because, I thought I was dead.
Was going on. He had heard the commotion and wanted to defuse the dramatic and increasingly dangerous confrontation. Markeith says he tried to explain that Shade had started the altercation and that they were fine on their own and didn't need help. However, here's where the two versions of the story diverge. Markeith's lawyer said that Shade taunted Markeith by saying that Ronald could beat him up.
My brother can whip your ass. Within a few minutes of that statement, her brother attacked Markeith Lloyd.
Markeith claims he turned his body to show Ronald that he had taken Shade's gun and tucked it in his back pocket. But he alleges that Ronald took the opportunity to attack, and a scuffle ensued, as demonstrated in this clip.
Okay, you got the gun cuffed, okay? And where is this hand?
I'm turning like this.
Oh, you're turning like this? And then show me what he does.
Not me, him touching.
Markeith says at some point Shade's gun fell out of his pants where he had stashed it, and that he was scared for his life and afraid that Shade had picked it up and rearmed herself while he fought Ronald. And so Markeith went into what he calls warrior mode and just started shooting over and over again, hitting Ronald in the chest and both thighs.
Markeith, something tells me that you're always in warrior mode. Am I right, Markeith? Are we hitting the nail in the eye?
In the process. The prosecution, however, instead asserts that when Ronald came outside, he simply told the fighting pair to break it up and talk another day before he and Shade turned to go back inside and walked onto the porch. However, they say the door was locked and allege that Markeith did the following.
The defendant, who had moved to the end of the driveway, then came up and stood just off of the concrete walkway in the yard. He reached into his hand warmer part of his jacket, pulled out a Smith & Wesson .40 caliber semi-automatic pistol that he had brought with him. He said, "Nah, she ain't going away. She's not going with you." She cocked the gun, he pointed it, and he fired.
The prosecution says the first round hit Ronald in the abdomen, causing him to fall down onto the porch. They say Markeith approached the porch, firing, hitting Shade several times before she fell as well.
Ronald Stewart was laying on his back. He walked over, stood over Ronald, shot him a couple more times, left, and just walked out to his car.
Ronald himself,
Man, he's lucky to be alive, isn't he? Ronald
testified in court that Markeith was standing a little ways away from him and pulled out the gun unprovoked while Shade was banging on the door trying to get inside.
He did his motion to, I guess, put the bullet.
Okay, Texas. It's called a drum magazine, which makes sense. Plus, it doubles up as a drum if you're ever short on your percussion.
In the chamber. Before he did that, I was like, it's not that serious, bro. And I had my hands up like this. I heard a bang, and next thing I know, I didn't have control over my body.
His hair's still standing on end from the shock it all gave him.
He then says Markeith stepped over him and kept shooting Shade before turning his attention back to Ronald and shooting some.
God, imagine if Markeith's hair stood on end. He'd be up a fucking tree. Oh. You could build a fucking rope bridge across the River Nile with that, buddy.
More. In a crucial query, Assistant State Attorney Rick Ridgway asked Markeith how a bullet fragment struck the concrete under Stewart if he wasn't standing over him and shooting downward. Markeith couldn't explain this. Markeith then started towards his car, but when Shade's mother and other brother concrete under Stewart if he wasn't standing over him and shooting downward. Markeith couldn't explain this. Markeith then
What is that car? A two-door... I can't even make the badge out.
Maybe we could AI. Who's got a gas on the car before we look it up?
Started towards his car, but when Shaday's mother and other brother opened the door to see what was going on, he fired additional shots towards them. The prosecution highlighted this moment as follows in their opening statement.
When they opened the door, there was the defendant running away toward his car.
Oh, it's a pretty good prosecutor too, from what I remember.
He turned, raised the gun, and pointed it at the door. Dominique grabbed his mother's arm, yanked her back inside, slammed the door, heard a couple more shots, then heard the car drive off.
Markeith's side argued that he only took those shots out of fear because he thought Shaday's family was a gun family.
I never meant for this to happen. I wanted my child. I'm not going to kill my sister. I'm not going to kill my queen. I wanted my child. I didn't want that. All I ever did all my life. And provide and protect.
Now, Markeith also testified about his time on the run and whether he's being completely honest or not about his intentions.
And shoot my women. It's not the first woman you shot, Markeith. All I did was provide and protect. Is this where he was staying? Oh, that's about right, isn't it? Look at that fucking commode thing. Oh, God. What is that all about? Like, what is it for? I mean, what is that about? What's the difference between sitting on that and into a toilet where it goes away? Why do you have to do it into like a tub there that you have to deal with? You can just flush the toilet and it's gone. I mean, what? Why? What is the deal with that? Is it for places that don't have any plumbing at all? Because I'd say this place does. It's in Carver Shores.
His words still give us an interesting idea of his headspace. Authorities uncovered text messages sent from Markeith moments after the shooting. He texted Shaday.
Don't know if you're going to make it. Hope you don't. I told you don't play with me, and you went and got a gun on me instead of talking to me.
Okay. And is there anything incorrect about that?
Yes.
What is it?
I didn't put don't. I thought I put do.
The text message that Markeith sent to Shaday shortly after the shooting indicates that he was already trying to put the blame anywhere but on himself. He's trying to justify his actions. He claims that there was a crucial typo in his text, alleging he meant to say, "Hope you do make it," instead of "Hope you don't."
Okay, it was a 2004 Toyota Solara, which I have never seen before. They don't have those here. Yeah. Toyota Solara. Okay. Has anybody got a white car? Don't be shy. You can admit it. You're among friends, no judgments. But why did you do it? That's what we want to know. What happened within your brain? Because unless it's a fucking fully loaded brand new 2026 Toyota Tundra, which should all be white, there shouldn't be any other colors available, then no other car should be white. Everybody knows that. Who's got a white car? I want to know.
Hours later, he texted Shaday, "You caused this." Markeith says as he went on the run, he saw the news reporting that he went to Shaday's house, banged on the door, gunned her down, and then when her brother came to help, he gunned him down too, which he says was a complete lie. So Markeith wanted to do something to set the story straight. He called his niece and asked her to let people know that it was self-defense. He says he wanted the authorities to have the media retract the version of the story that made him look bad, and then he would turn himself.
Look at him there. Jeez. Hey, could I get in line right now to not be cellmates with this guy? Who is that unlucky person, huh? Imagine a hard day in the yard, lifting weights, playing cards with the people from the kitchen, and then another shitty dining experience for chow, and then you finally get back to your cell and there's this guy waiting there. Just fucking angry about something.
In his mind, this would be their way of proving they weren't trying to kill him. Markeith says he was worried that someone took Shaday's gun off the crime scene to make it look like he was the only one with a weapon. Strangely, his lawyer affirms that the gun left in the yard was not included.
So, you know the thing where you have to say don't drive a white car after Labor Day was a thing to test old money, new money. You know, like old money socialite women would have certain dress codes and certain styles of collar and cuff and all that sort of stuff to that they would keep in secret, like part of their secret society of old money, right? And then when the new money people, it was a way to distinguish. It was like, ah, look, there's the fucking unsinkable Molly Brown. She's nobody. She's nobody. Because she doesn't have those secret fashion codes, right? But here's the thing, that when those codes were invented for that purpose, the people that were new money at that time are now old money here. So what's the new differentiator? Because all the old money people are dead, and now the new money people then are old money people now. You see what I mean? So I think what I'm trying to say is that we can all drive a white car after Labor Day, and it doesn't matter anymore.
In the probable cause affidavit for some reason. Markeith says he realized the investigators weren't going to set the story straight, so he sent his niece directly to talk to the news people.
So now I tell my niece, I'm like, you know what, bump the investigators, go to the news. Now I seen her.
Christina says, I have a white Prius. I'm sorry to tell you this, Christina, but it really doesn't matter what color it is, because it's a Prius. I'm just kidding. I know you love it, and I love that you love it. I love it. I love it.
Straight to the news. She goes to the news, she get an interview, and then I call her. I'm like, Kensha, what's up? What happened? She was
Silver, Celia Triolo. Are we talking Guinea Grey or like a darker midnight steel? Which one is it?
She was crying. She was hysterical. She's like, Uncle Keith, they played what they wanted to play. They played what they wanted to play. They played what they wanted to play. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, man, they trying to kill me. I'm like, all right, come to find out, we trying to get the original interview. They done destroyed that. We try to get that from the news people. They done destroyed that.
Oh, I really feel sorry for this jury as well. Can you imagine having to listen to that for fucking 3 weeks or whatever? Let's try and hear it again and break it down.
Weapon.
What is he trying to say?
Strangely, his lawyer affirms that the gun left in the yard was not included in the probable cause affidavit for some reason. Markeith says he realized the investigators weren't going to set the story straight, so he sent his niece directly to talk to the news people.
So now I tell my niece, I'm like, you know what, bump the investigators, go to the news. Now I send her straight to the news. She goes to the news.
What's that thing he does where he needs to accentuate a syllable and then kind of rhythmically repeat that accentuation throughout the sentence? I said, go to the news, people. I said, go to the news, people. And then I said, what are you talking about, news, people? You know, it's... What is that? Because it's annoying as fuck, isn't it? I mean, it's really annoying. I'm going to the news, people. He did the same thing when he was mimicking Sade. You cheated on me. I'm gonna take the baby. My family. What is that? What is that? It's so annoying. But this poor jury had to sit through it.
To kill him, Markeith says he was simple cause affidavit.
I tell my niece, I'm like, you know what, bump the investigators, go to the news. Now I send her straight to the news. She go to the news, she get an interview, and then I call her.
I think another one's coming. I'm
like, Kensha, what's up? What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a shot of sparkling water ready for when he line him up.
She was crying. She was hysterical. She's like, Uncle Keith, they played what they wanted to play. They played what they wanted to play. They played what they wanted to play.
And anytime he does an impression of someone else talking, it's always the same voice. It's just, he just has one impression that is not him, you know, and that's all other people. I'm gonna take the baby, you cheated on me, my family. I hate that.
So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, man, they trying to kill me. I'm like, oh.
But remember, we're looking out for when he says news. I want to tell news people. I'm talking about news people.
All right, come to find out, we trying to get the original interview. They done destroyed that. We try to get that from the news people. They done destroyed that.
Yay!
Because they know they part of it too.
In cross-examination, Markeith continued to assert that he was the victim in this whole situation.
Oh, look at this. A deep psychological breakdown from Christina, who thinks it's his way of dominating every conversation with repetition. Yeah. Weird, though, isn't it? Why don't you just, like, try and have a good conversation? It's always got to be dominated with Markeith, hasn't it? Like, everything about him. Everything about him just says, I need to squash you and you need to revere me. I need to be revered now by you, immediately.
So Ron attacked you, and then you thought Sade had a gun, and that's why all the shooting took place.
Yes.
So it really wasn't your fault.
No.
My question to you is, none of this is
typical Benz light silver. Nice. Nice. I know exactly what you mean. And Benz had such a great color palette at that period. Is it the one with the round headlights? Like oval headlights that are connected? Like there's two ovals on each side and they're kind of connected in the middle. I know exactly what you mean. Carmela Soprano had the same vehicle. Let's pull up a picture.
your fault.
No.
In fact, you're really the victim here today, aren't you?
Of course I am.
I have no more questions.
And so, after hearing all sides of what happened in the murder trial of Shade Dixon and her unborn child, a jury found Markeith guilty of first-degree murder,
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a silver Mercedes? There you go, Triolo. Did we come close? Did we come close? How good is metrics? He channels things. He sees things others don't. Oh look, the lights aren't connected. Now what year would that have been? Pretty old. Like 96. 90. Pretty old. Pretty old. But yeah. Now I'm thinking Celia is probably not that old. But it's the same car, for sure. And the same grey. Same grey.
killing of an unborn child, attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted felony murder, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Markeith had virtually no reaction, which was quite the change of pace from his early explosive behavior in court. Perhaps Markeith now knew that he needed to make the best impression on jurors, as his life was now in their hands. Now, the defense had one last shot to convince at least...
You didn't know that coming into trial? Oh shit, we're near the end. Well, I better start making an impression.
one juror from everything that has happened in Markeith's life that he should not get the death penalty. Markeith's mother testified on his behalf, affirming that she would continue to love him no matter what. She spoke a little on Markeith's childhood. At a young age, Markeith witnessed a friend and a cousin being murdered. His attorney explained that in the area Markeith grew up in, Pine Hills and Carver Shores, there are unfortunately 2 routes that a lot of people take: robbing or dealing drugs. He says Markeith chose the latter. Markeith's mother detailed the turbulent home life that Markeith was born into. She said Markeith's father died when the boy was 3 or 4 of a drug overdose. Markeith's mother is asked where Markeith would hang out from the ages of 10 to 13. She responded that he spent his time in the streets and would take care of her other children while she was partying. The violence he witnessed and the trauma he experienced as a child likely had a huge impact on his development.
He really likes getting his picture taken, doesn't he? Look at him there.
He may have felt like he didn't have much control over his environment when he was young, which led him to have significant issues with control as he got older. Here are some relationship red flags that may signal possible danger to come. History of violence. If someone has a history of any kind of violence, it's a warning sign that more violence could occur in the future. The level of violence often escalates over time. Impulsive. People who are impulsive often act in the heat of the moment, based on high emotions rather than logical thought. If someone is both impulsive and has access to a weapon, especially a gun, this is a dicey combination, engages in dangerous behaviors. If someone is frequently involved in reckless behavior, steer clear. For example, if you're in a car with a partner who is speeding excessively, but they refuse to slow down when you ask them to, this is a red flag. They're showing a careless disregard for your safety. It also may be a scare tactic to show you that they are in control, makes threats toward other people. Pay attention to how your partner treats other people. If your partner frequently threatens or tries to intimidate others, this behavior could eventually be turned on you. Even if the threats are made in a joking manner, this behavior is still a red flag. Tells you what to wear. If your partner tries to tell you what you're allowed to wear, this is a red flag for an abusive relationship. Controlling what someone wears is one way that abusers exert power over their partner. Abusers may also try.
I sung the song and got 1 metrics. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. What song?
To control who you can talk to, where you can go, or even what you're allowed to eat. Relationship moves very quickly. Abusive relationships often go from 0 to 100, with couples becoming very serious very fast, possibly moving in together or getting married in a short amount of time. The abuser may be very charming in the beginning phase of the relationship, and the partner likely feels flattered by all the attention. Now, this next part I found really shocking. Apparently, Markeith got kidnapped once when he was about 17, leading to some pretty severe injuries. The beating Markeith received in this instance reportedly lasted 4 hours, which is reported to have contributed to his PTSD and paranoia. Markeith's mother also spoke on him going to a mental institute at age 9. She says he was almost killed in prison when someone stabbed him with an ice pick close to the heart, which added to his paranoia about people coming after him. One of Markeith's sisters also spoke up to say that Markeith often acted as a protector in their formative years when the children's mother was absent, that he would steal food and belongings for the other kids on the nights they had to go hungry and pay the lights and water bills to get them reconnected. 2 doctors testified during the trial. The first diagnosed Markeith with grandiose and paranoid delusions, which he said was important because this can precipitate violence.
So he gets targeted and arrested more often than others, and he used to run the entire city of Orlando, and real quickly I'm thinking, these are odd or unusual thoughts.
A clinical psychologist also took the stand to say that Markeith suffers from PTSD, possibly resulting from childhood beatings at the hands of his mother, or the robberies he was the victim of during his time as a delivery man. Markeith testified that one co-worker got murdered working this same delivery job. Those were the main points that were presented in a bid to make the jurors sympathetic to Markeith and spare his life. And then finally, it was time for them to decide. Should Markeith spend his life in prison or be sentenced to death as punishment for the lives he took? The judge
definitely one of those. Yeah.
advised everyone that there would be no outburst when the verdict is read. In this tense clip, everyone holds their breath as the big moment takes place.
We, the jury, unanimously find that the aggravating factors are sufficient to warrant a possible sentence of death. No. Dated this 23rd day of October, year 2019, in Orange County, Florida, signed by the foreperson.
Nearly 2 years after the start of his first trial, Markeith Lloyd went to trial for the death of Deborah Clayton. Markeith's trial officially began in October 2021. Following the opening statements, Markeith made a shocking claim, shouting that he had attempted to turn himself in twice before Walmart, where Deborah was shot and killed. No evidence was presented to prove this claim. One of the main points of debate during the trial was who exactly fired the first shot, Markeith or Deborah. The defense claimed that Markeith saw a gun in his face as he left the store and thought he was going to be shot, so he ran. He says he didn't know the gun belonged to a police officer at the time. He also claimed that he was not holding a gun at the time when Deborah fired at him, and that he only pulled his gun out and returned fire after he heard a shot, claiming that he was defending his own life. However, it was made clear that even after an investigation, it was unknown beyond a reasonable doubt who actually fired first. During closing statements, Markeith made sure his feelings were heard as he shouted, "They're lying." Yet on November 3rd, he was found guilty of the first-degree murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. After his conviction, prosecutors then filed to seek the death penalty. Keeping in mind that Markeith had already avoided the death penalty previously, the prosecution argued that since Markeith already had a life sentence without the possibility of parole, that another life sentence would just, quote, be another piece of paper in Mr. Lloyd's file, and that it was no punishment at all. In December 2021, a jury of 12, the same jury who found him guilty of first-degree murder the month prior, unanimously recommended that this time around, Markeith receive the death penalty. On March 23, 2022, about 5 years after Lieutenant Deborah Clayton was shot and killed, Markeith Lloyd was sentenced to death.
Wow. So he did get death. Well, yeah, I can't say I'm, it's not going to keep me up at night, put it that way. Okay. Well, let's have a quick look and see if there's any surrounding we should come back. I don't want to start a testimony right now because it'll run too long, but we will have to find a way to go through some portions of the trial. We're not going to do the whole thing, but there's some really good testimony from the mother of Sade. Uh-oh. You know when you have chest pains and you go, is that a heart attack? Oh, and then it just passes. It feels weird though, fucking hell. What were we saying? The mother, his testimony, obviously, the brother, her dad. All those testimonies are good. He spends a lot of time on the stand, and multiple different years as well, because I think there's the 2 trials for the 2 murders, and both of them have a penalty phase because they were both potentially death sentences. I think he got life on the Sade, and death on the Deborah Clayton, as he said. But as you know, punishment phase, it's pretty much like a little mini trial of what they just did, but they do the points again to say why they should or should not be put to death. So there's quite a lot of stuff to have a look at. I'll try and pull out the best bits. Looking forward to it. It's going to be good. It's a good story. Well, it's a terrible story. It's a fucking brutal story. But, you know, sometimes those are where the most deepest, rawest human emotions are. Right? So it's always good to have a look at. Always interesting to have a look at. And we'll be doing that soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe another day. We're definitely doing something tomorrow. Around 9 o'clock, you know, to see what I can do. 9:30. Thanks for coming, we better check this thing here. Thanks again to fantastic Suzanne, or Just Suze. Yeah. It's Suze. And then you start to say Suzanne, and she says, Just Suze. Okay, Suze. Okay, Susie. Just Suze. Thank you so much, Just Suze, for that PayPal yesterday. That was very kind of you, Just Suze. And yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. All right, have a great evening, everybody, and drive safe, and always wear a belt. Right. Safety first. Yeah, okay. Markeith Lloyd, be put to death. Good job on being legendary. See you later.